Good evening again, you beautiful bastards. You big fat nerds watching this instead of your presidential debate. I know you are. I know you're out there. I'm joined again by Mr. I Work My Scout Too Hard, Jason. Hello.
What- What's up, guys? And just to be fair, this is Ryan's screen, so you guys can get off my fucking nuts, okay?
He's not mad about it. He's not mad. He's not mad. All right.
Okay.
We're going right into it, man. We're continuing from last night. We did all the East. Took us just over 2.5 hours, which was kind of about right. We didn't rush anybody. We extra shit
We
on some teams.
praised, like I was praising the garbage teams, and that seemed to ruffle like some guys up in chat today. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Just shit on them?
Yeah, you were super nice
Like
last
I'm
night.
trying to be positive. Like I'm generally negative, but like if I see something I like, I'm gonna say, hey, he's got a couple players. Sue me.
Wow. All right, you're on the defensive already. That's what I like to hear. Oh, my mic is way too
My
close
team
to my
is
face.
9 wins and 15 losses. I'm in a mood, okay?
That's fair. That's fair. I had a 3-3 sim, so against Seattle, I lost 2 out of 3, which is no surprise. Yeah, we just are fresh off a sim, so we're cheating a little bit because we're really 1/6 of the way done the season as we get to preview the West. But regardless, let's actually start. We're going to start in the division of the SCS runner-up. Usually we start with the first place, but I think we should actually start with the runner-up themselves. Give them their flowers, so to speak, and that would be the Arizona Diamondbacks, aka the D-Bags. AKA the other Ryan, the crustier Ryan, I will say. He'll admit that. He's a crusty... We're about the same age, actually, but he sounds like a crusty old man some days. Not gonna lie to you. Not off to a great start. 9-15, like your Pirates, Jason.
Yeah.
What do you think? I guess a quick spiel about their run to the SCS if you want, and then
Well,
start being positive.
well, the first thing I noticed when I look at his team is he has former Pirate Chet Ross. So,
Wow, Valentin Suarez is on there too.
yeah. Well, Chet Ross is for me, his bars always look good. I was a Chet Ross believer. He was a good player for us for our rebuilding years, and I let
He
him go because he
was.
wanted $20 million a year, and I said that he's probably an $8 million player. So
Actually, he signed for $2.5 million. So
$2.5 million.
About 12% of what he was asking. Close to
Yeah,
20.
yeah.
Close to 20.
He was never getting signed for that. So,
Not a
but
chance.
getting back to his SCS run, it was kind of a magical run. It was kind of like the Twins. Like I wouldn't call them like the favorite, at all. Much like the Twins, and much to the chagrin of most of the league, Ryan made it to the SCS.
Yeah, we had
I
what
don't
I
want
called
to
the
say he's one of
all-ego
the most
SES.
hated GMs in Slack, but he's definitely he pushes some buttons.
Yeah,
So
he's
I think
not.
I've talked with him a little bit on DMs. He's a perfectly nice guy, but in general chat he can be an a-hole. So
Yeah, he's playing heel right now. He's
yeah, I mean, and
he's
that's
waiting for
perfectly
that long face turn way down the
yeah,
road.
yeah,
I don't know
yeah. It's
when, but
perfectly fine. He's got he's got a team full of what he calls athletes. So
is that what he calls them?
that's what he calls them. He calls them.
Okay, well, I call them. I mean, I'm cheating a bit because they're off to a bad start, but I mean, I think the team's slightly downgraded from last year. Their pitching is probably still really good, and I would say their strength. AJ Evans is a 50 now?
AJ
Oh
Evans
my.
died.
Okay,
AJ
oh,
Evans
hold
got
on.
hurt.
Hold the phone. I'm not on my own manager. We're looking at my manager.
He's
Okay,
dead.
he's a 60 by my guy. No, he still looks good by my dude. But
I have 60.
he is trending down at the age of 29. Scary.
He was hurt. I mean, nothing crazy.
Well,
Nothing,
inflammation, yeah.
Just did it in, huh?
Yeah, that does
Not a
coincide with his
labrum or
man.
UCL.
He got
He's
neutered.
dead.
He
He's
might
dead.
come back a little bit. sometimes these guys come back from the quote unquote dead a little bit, but I mean he's off to a pretty
Ryan,
decent start. So,
he
oh my God,
he's dead.
he's 29. He's supposed to be 30. He's not
He's
dead.
dead. He's dead.
All right, well you call him dead. I call him still pretty damn good. He's on pace for 4.5 WAR.
Well,
And
really,
I promise you, Dustin, we did not. Dustin said in the chat today that he's wondering if we got together just to be contrarian on the pod on purpose. I'm like, no, we definitely did not. We definitely see things
we generally
quite different.
don't agree. I mean, we kind of agree on some things, but like you're generally a positive guy, and I'm shitting on everybody. So
Yeah, I was the negative Nancy last night. Weird, man.
yeah.
We're in the weird multiverse. Zach won, so everything's flipped upside down, man. This team is still, the pitching still, I mean, it looks better than it does on paper. Stanley, I mean, he's all right, but I guess it's not as good as I thought it was. Dylan Becker
did
looks
all of these guys
sexy.
die? Okay, did the rat kind of die too? Oh my lord!
Kaufman looks about the same.
No, I'm talking about Raton.
Yeah, didn't he have 80 range, right? Am I crazy? He's 26 only, by the way. But I mean, we can't count him out considering he had a great year last year. He's never hurt, right?
I think his batting bars dipped a scotch. So I mean, he's still very good.
A click.
But
I mean, he's had 55 contacts since 2046 for my scout, anyway. But the eyes down slightly. Wow. But the defense is still there, I want to say.
Yeah.
Let's see. Last year he played. Yeah, he got his highest ever ZR at center field last year, and he had 4.5 WAR. So -5.5 arm. I don't even know what to think of that. With a 60 arm, the arm stat is fucked. I don't even pay attention to it, but I don't know. He still looks like a good player to me, and he's only 26. Yeah. Started. He's playing his 5th full season at 26. That's actually crazy.
And he's coming into a big contract too. So.
Yeah, 22.5. I'm okay with that.
Okay, so
dude, having an injury-free
I'm not on my scout.
Center fielder.
I'm not on my scout. I'm on OSA. He's down to a 60 overall on OSA. So
and here we go already, starting with the overall. I don't care. He could be 40 overall. I don't care. He's got 4.5 WAR.
There might be some red flags here.
I mean, he's 26. I'm not worried about this guy at all.
Okay. I'm trying to get things back to normal where you're positive, I'm negative. Okay.
I mean, if he had a bad year last year, sure, I could say that, but he looks perfectly fine.
And it's really hard to be negative when he's got former Pirates in his lineup.
I mean, I guess
it's difficult. It's difficult.
Do you know what? Like having a injury-free guy who can actually play center and isn't anemic with the bat, that is very valuable, and maybe like 3 guys in the league have it, and I would include this guy I would pay this guy I won't say pretty much anything, but I would give this guy 22.5 mil because it's a unicorn, as they say.
So
I peeped his lineup and it didn't look too bad, but he's got some holes at the bottom of the lineup, I thought.
So we are 4 Simpson years. I'm looking at his team stats, and he's basically at the bottom of the West in batting, and he's middle to the back in pitching. So not really anything is working right now.
Yeah, the bullpen looks bad, but I mean, so does 75% of the bullpens. It's hard to find good relievers. The hitting is kind of surprising, right? Like the bats are all. I actually like Zach Leddy a lot.
His rotation looks pretty good. Becker should be a stud. Kaufman's a very good number 2.
Yeah, this is Becker's first full year, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, we have a dev down on Evans.
A little bit, but he's going to be effective. Like he's off to his normal self. Like he has almost identical FIP stats to what he's had the last basically 3 years. So I'm not worried about AJ Evans at all. I think this team has maybe underperformed slightly, maybe got a little unlucky. I think I'm actually shocked they're 17th in runs scored because there's some definitely worse lineups out there. I mean, that means they're second last in scoring in the West. and there are some bad fucking offensive teams on paper in the West. So
Well,
I kind of feel like they're
I
gonna
think he's
regress
given
to
up
the
the home
normal a
run
bit.
ball because he sent me a
Yeah,
message yesterday, I think, about the home runs because I was complaining about it. And he said he's having the
everybody
same
is.
problem. He's just giving up home runs. So
Well, I think his
when you're not
division is pretty
pitching,
pretty homer heavy, isn't it? I don't know. Oh no, he's
yeah.
got San Diego and California, so it shouldn't be. I don't know. It's almost a little too early for
Well,
that, but I feel like this
you're
team
not
should be
hitting the
better than
ball.
9-15. Yeah,
Um
that's definitely the
I,
biggest problem right now.
I know this
I
for
do
a
like
fact.
Vanderpool. You know, he has
Well,
some
I'm
solid,
saying
good young players on this team.
I know this for a fact. Chet Ross gets off to a slow start every year, and he's off to a slow start again. So
Yeah, I mean,
Chet
considering
Ross
what
is
he
going
got
to
out
pick
of
it
Peter
up.
Conrad, he should get a fucking 8 WAR season out of Chet Ross.
Well, no, but yeah, I'm just saying is that he is going to be somewhere between 3 and 4 WAR at the end of the year. He notoriously every year was off to a bad start, so
Yeah,
he's going to pick it up. Um, Ratone's he can't be this bad. So,
not a chance. No, 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 no. I bet she has
yeah,
a horrible BABIP right now. Yeah, he's a 176. He's 100 points below on his BABIP. So, I mean, if you kind of extrapolate that out, he'd be exactly where he
yeah,
usually is. So, not worried. I
that
think this team definitely should be better and will get better, and is probably gonna fight for those last 2 or 3 wild card spots again. Of course, we have to look at the rest of the
yeah,
division to kind of make that
I'm going to
assumption.
agree. You know, well, again, they're off to a bad start.
Hmm.
Um, Guys are off to a slow start. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, his division's tough because up to 4 teams are probably going to be pretty good. So
Yeah,
he's playing
yeah,
in a
that's
tough
true.
division. You know, and then if you have a bad sim against the Knights and Dave, then it kind of ruins everything. So if you don't beat those shitty teams, you know, so
Yeah, it's kind of ironic that he's doing bad because I was just about to say I think once this team hits interleague play, they might heat up a little bit. But who knows? It's hard to rank them without looking at the other teams first. But my gut is telling me that they're like a
they're
click
probably
worse than
in
last
that
year
three
and
four.
probably
Yeah,
fighting for that 8 seed, maybe 7 seed, somewhere
yeah.
around there. So, but I could see some luck and a couple big moves really pushing this team up though. Couple bullpen like most teams, a couple bullpen guys will go a long way. I feel like so. Definitely
I
some
think
potential.
Ryan made one of the craziest deals. I think he
Yeah.
traded his first round pick for like a third, a fifth, and then a bunch of
Oh,
garbage picks.
I thought you were gonna talk about the goofy deal of him swapping catchers with his SCS opponent. Harai
Oh
for
no, I don't.
that was
Bro,
so weird.
I'm
I
not
don't
even
know what
looking
that
at that shit,
was.
dude. I'm not
Oh, you're
looking at
talking
that
about
one.
the draft pick trade. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't mind a trade like that if you think the draft is deep. I have no idea what his scout thinks of the draft, so if he thinks he can pick up some value at the end, it's not the best value for him, but I don't think it was anywhere near the realm of a terrible trade.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I'm giving up a top 30 pick for a 3 or
It
5
wasn't
and
that dude, it was almost no way. I don't know. I think there's not a lot of difference between the end of the first round and the beginning of the third, honestly. If you look at who gets drafted between the end of the first and the beginning of the third, it's kind of the same bucket of talent, in my
Okay,
opinion.
okay, Ryan. Well, then I'll tell you what. I'm going to offer you a 3 or 5, 8, 9, and 10 for your first round pick next year, and we'll see what happens.
If I have the 130 something, sure. Yeah. Well, he had 130. Didn't he have 135? He finished runner up.
I
He
have no
literally
idea.
had
I
basically a
don't
second
know.
round pick. Yeah, yeah. The runner up
What?
gets 135. Dude, yeah. I don't think it's that bad. And as a I don't know, like a heavy drafter, like I'm all in. I still believe to this day you can good drafters win the draft between rounds like 6 and 12. So if he sees some talent out there he can get, I don't hate it.
Well,
I don't think it's the best
well,
value
I
ever,
think
but
I believe in chat today. Somebody said that Dustin had 19 picks in the first 15, in the
yeah.
first 5 rounds. So,
Well, that's just a league-wide epidemic where it's
you're all
out of control
screwed in the
now.
West. Okay,
Welcome to. I'm in his division. I would do anything to get out of his.
You can't give Dustin 19 picks in the first 5 rounds.
Don't yell
Okay,
at
I'm
me.
sorry.
I don't trade with
Can't
Dustin,
fucking do
dude.
that, people. And
I'm actually kind of old school in that I don't like to trade in my division unless it makes sense, and especially after Portland Tyler destroyed me on the Payan deal. That was my lesson learned for trying to take a chance. So I don't trade with Dustin. Fuck that. It's all you guys. Okay. Now we'll go to who finished first in this division last year. Who was that? Right? Got to be the California Angels. Let's just make sure because we skipped Sly last night and I feel kind of bad about it. But it was definitely the 91 win California Angels.
That's it? He only had 91 wins?
Yeah, I was about to say their team looked stacked last year. They look stacked and jacked again this year. And they traded away somebody too, didn't they?
Yeah, that guy to the Expos, Dyer.
Yeah, Tracy Dyer, that's right. But Mikey's team looks fucking ridiculous. Look at this to start with. The
rotation is very good.
The lineup is crazy, man. Like, if you look at his lineup, he's kind of the Miami of the West. Like, he always puts together a team that on paper looks like, just by scrolling over guys like Whitley and all that, and O'Connor, who was MVP of one of the series last year, they don't look sexy, but they're not. There's no holes. Everybody is good, or like better than above average or higher is what I'm trying to say, and that's the same team. And his rotation is fucking disgusting. Like top 3 to 4 for sure. Ralph Mays is insane, and I mean, perennial 5'5", 6'4" dude. And
it looks like spin six back.
Yeah, we got 67 innings, so that's basically a third of a season. So extrapolate it out, that's what, 4.5 WAR. Yeah, I think he's gonna be good. He looks pretty fucking good. That was a trade. That was a trade.
Yeah. This is probably going to be hands down the best team in the division.
I think so. He's got a really good closer too, which is rare nowadays, right? Like, there's just no holes. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah. Well, the bullpen's sussy, but everybody's bullpen is sus.
Yeah, I mean, I think he probably needs. Now, this is nitpicking. He probably needs a bigger bat in the lineup. He could use another bat.
Okay. I mean, I guess, but when you subscribe to this like death by 1,000 cuts lineup, like, if he can afford it, sure, everybody would love a bigger bat. But I like this strategy. This is a strategy that usually can go far in the playoffs because if one guy, your best hitter, gets cold, you don't get fucked, right? So, but yeah, I'm kind of on board with you. There isn't real like big bopper in here, right? Like, they're all just kind of above average players. So I see what you mean.
So I think, he brought up Hudson Scott from the deal with the Expos.
Yep. Yeah.
And so he's just, what he's doing is that he's overturning his team, but he's staying really good at the same time. Like, that's really hard to do. So my hats off to Mikey. Like, he's overturning his lineup, and his roster year in year out, and he's staying pretty damn competitive. So
he's like one guy over 30, basically. Well, Yeomans is.
And he traded, with the Expos, he gave up a young guy. So
isn't this Hudson Scott? Didn't Casey Matt trade up to get this guy? Am I crazy?
I think this was a Casey Matt pick. Yeah.
He was traded in exchange for E.J. Rombo, who actually, we'll get to this guy, but he looks pretty good. So, yeah, I just recognized the name. But, yeah, I don't know what else to say about this team. Like, there's really no holes to pick at, honestly. Team looks solid on paper. Could use another bullpen arm, just like 90% of the league. But I would be hard-pressed, I think we're going to find a better team in this division.
All right, well, let's go to the Dodgers, who maybe, and wait for it, might be a click below um uh, um the Angels. I'm just saying. I think this Dodgers roster actually is better than you think it is.
Well,
So
I haven't looked in a little while. All I know is that Craig finished 8th last year, tied with me for the 8th seed, or he got the 7th seed technically. We 84 wins, I want to say, which is one of the lowest in Craig history. Maybe the lowest, honestly. Craig's been the GM of this team
what
for a long time. So I'm just
so
wondering if the long window is finally closing and we'll see a blow up, or if Craig's
no,
going to kind of
I
run
don't
it
think
back
it
or
is.
not.
Okay, I peeped on the Dodgers a little bit this year. Not just for the pod, just because I was looking around
Mm.
and um kind of low key rebuilt. Again, he turned over his roster and has stayed really good. And click on Brent Steele, and you're
Yeah,
and
he's so good
yeah,
at like retooling. He's kind of like, I keep doing this but saying like team light, but he's kind of like Seattle light in that he'll let guys go, trade guys away because he always has somebody next in line ready to go.
yeah,
Well, Brent Steele's a
um,
TCR, so I can't give him credit for that one. Extreme fly
yeah.
ball, is that
I
shit
mean,
gonna play in our league right now? Maybe.
oh,
He's got.
I,
I've never
okay,
seen an extreme fly ball pitcher with 60 movement, man. Especially
okay.
considering what 60 movement is now in 25. That's bonkers. I have literally never seen this. This would be like in 24 having an extreme fly ball guy with 75 movement. Tell me how the fuck
Yeah.
that works.
Um, I have no idea. Yeah.
Me either,
But
brother.
looks really good for a 23-year-old. Um, and again, a TCR guy, you love to see it. Um, so looking at the
Fauché
lineup,
looks Fauché looks as good as ever, honestly.
who's that?
Kaysen Fauché.
Oh, okay.
I think Mason looks
Yeah.
pretty good. Yeah, his 1-2 is up there. That's for sure. Well, he has Liam Allen, but it could be for matchup purposes. But yeah, Fauché and
It's a
Mason
pretty good
are
top three with Brent Steele.
pretty nice.
I would put, yeah. I mean,
I mean, it's too early for me to. The book is still out on Brent Steele. He's not even fully devved in. I have 10 points to go on control. Extreme fly ball with this movement really worries me. I don't even know what to expect from a guy. And low stamina, and Brent is unmotivated. So the book is still out for me on this guy, but he looks like he could be pretty damn good, yeah.
yeah, and lineup looks okay. Um,
Lineup
one of your old guys
looks.
is there,
Who's that? Oh
Echo
God, Echo
Warren.
Warren. Yeah. How much did he sign for? He did actually. Somebody gave this man $20 million. That's why I dealt him
Um,
away, man. He wanted $20 million from me, and I said, hell no.
Man, he's got Chet Ross just written all over him. Him and Chet Ross have the same bars to me.
Yeah, except for
Um,
this guy fucking always underperforms.
well, you could argue that was Chet Ross even you could
Yeah,
argue he
but you
wasn't even
paid
that
Chet
good.
Ross like a third of what this guy's making.
Yeah,
Not, yeah, I'm not a fan of paying that guy $20 million, but that's just bias, obviously. Another lineup
yeah. This
looks a
lineup
little
is
weak,
is
honestly.
is is good. It doesn't have a lot of holes.
I don't
But
know,
again,
doesn't
I think
it?
they, I think they, well, I think he's
I'm not
solid,
I'm not a
not
huge fan of
spectacular.
Joseph Horn at third base. I wonder
Well,
if Craig
I'm
might go out and
what
get a third
I'm
base
just
upgrade.
saying is that you're okay. Maybe Joseph Horn. Okay. Um,
I'm saying there
he's
is a
probably a,
hole.
he's probably a utility guy. On probably everybody
Maybe,
else's
yeah.
team. But I'm saying is I think it's a solid lineup. It lacks some Riz, but
Well, he's got two former
yeah,
Cascades in his bullpen, Kazan and Julius
yeah. So,
Fool. Yeah, the bullpen actually looks very solid. Like it's a bunch of kind of
I think
above
he was
average
trading
guys,
away
but
arms too. I
yeah,
remember some. I remember some trades. He was trading guy. I thought he was kind of move. I don't know if this was a sell off, but I was like, I seen a couple trades for arms. I was like, okay. So
yeah, he's
yeah,
he's very good at retooling his team, which I'm a big fan of. Instead
so
of breaking
so
down, I wonder what his
I don't
salaries
think
look like. We never looked at this for the other teams, so we should go back and look. Whoa, okay. Well, I wonder if this is going to be the year because he's losing about $80 million in payroll.
Well, I gotta believe that Mason's coming back. I gotta believe that.
He's 33 and he probably wants $30 million, man. I mean, if he signs a 2-year deal or something, maybe, but if he wants like 4 years from you, I don't know. That's scary. Team is on the older end too. I wonder what Craig's gonna do, man, because like definitely justifiable to just start the full rebuild. Because this is a lot of money. Holy shit. Well, who knows? I'm sure he'll make it work somehow. I want to quickly check Arizona. Yeah, they have their guys still one more year. Looks like their core. And who else did we look at? Who the fuck is the? Oh, Cali, yeah. Oh yeah, they're looking pretty good. Isaac Keenan's probably gonna want a lot of money. That man's probably gonna want a pretty penny, but
Actually, the Angels are probably they have a lot of money that's committed.
yeah, but this is all in their core though, right? Luke Story, Ralph Mays, Spinach, Drury Robinson, Bernal, like these are guys you want to have locked up, right? I love it. This is what my team looks like. You'll see on my team.
Is going to get a little worse. Okay.
I mean, you risk like your team deving down as a whole, but if that happens, that just happens, right? So I don't know. I definitely like. What do you think about the Dodgers? I like them less for sure than the Dodgers. Excuse me, the Angels.
Yeah, I would put them. I'd go Angels, Dodgers, D-bags right now.
Yeah, they all seem to be a tier below, like a tier down kind of thing. So I don't know though. We'll see because technically Arizona won more the last year than Craig did.
A click down, but
I don't want to overuse that. You know,
that's like my new thing. I'm gonna burn it out tonight.
So. I don't know. Maybe I might put them closer to Arizona actually because their rotation is a little less deep, I want to say, but their bullpen's better, so it's kind of a wash. Wouldn't be surprised if those two fight each other for again like a last seed.
I think it's going to be a dogfight.
Oh yeah,
with probably the top four teams that we're going to look at here. It's probably it's going to be a dogfight. I think. So,
who's next? Is it San Diego?
It's you know who.
You know who?
It's Mr. Aggressive.
We actually skipped the Padres and went to. That's your fault. You said LA. Actually, the Padres finished third. That is not my fault, JP.
They?
Please.
Oh.
They did 1 game better. Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
And was there a more aggressive team? This off season, there was not.
I'm gonna say probably not.
JP smelled the blood in the water. And I looked like he was going berserk.
He must see some weakness in his division opponents, which to be fair, LA's at its worst.
I want to say 2 full drafts for a shortstop who can't hit and a pitcher who may or may not be good. Then
good Lord, this guy's gonna be good again? Are you kidding me?
And then traded the world for
Peter Pollock.
A guy who going to play first base and not hit a home run all year?
Playing first base. He has 1 home run, but he also has 10 stolen bases already. He's heating up. He's on pace for 4 WAR. Yeah, I think he has somebody else to play third. That's just Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad.
This is my preference. I'm not trading that haul for this guy.
I think most GMs would agree with you
because
I hate it less because if you look at his ballpark, no one's gonna fucking hit home runs here. Well, maybe the righties are actually. So I don't mind going with like the small ball, so to speak, strategy, but the rest of the lineup, like he has a lefty, Virgil Towns. This dude's not gonna hit any home runs for you. Your left-handed home run thing, like this guy should be traded in my opinion, but it's hard to get rid of the guys like this. But I don't know. Yeah, it's not my favorite trade ever, that's for sure.
I mean,
he's still rolling up this Chacon guy.
A lot for Moss. Well, okay, now.
Yeah, the Moss trade was.
He's projected at about 3 WAR, so it's working out right now.
Only 2 ZR so far. Rip the dip, dude. It's over.
in 4 sims, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Well, no, that's only like 12 ZR for the year, which is good, but not Ty Moss levels, right?
I mean,
Not what you paid for, I think.
yeah. I don't know what to think about these moves. Obviously, I wouldn't have made these moves. Um, it was super aggressive. I like the aggressiveness. I just think he overpaid for
I think there
guys
was
I
bigger
probably
holes to
wouldn't.
fill is my issue. Like Trevor Sneed is, well, you know what? He's actually not that bad. I take it back. I kind of like this profile. Oh, sorry, it's Traver Sneed. Somebody
Yeah.
fucking find his parents and slap them. I hate this catcher. I'm sorry, but this is you gotta be. I mean, he's probably good defensively, but if you're gonna go with a bat like this, you have to have
Um,
like
yeah, this
elite
is probably the
defense.
best defensive guy in the league.
I disagree. You'll see later on.
Okay, okay. I
I
haven't seen a better player than that, but
You haven't
that's
clicked on my
basically
catcher. I know you haven't. Anyway, we'll get to my
um
team later on, but I don't like this guy. But it's a nitpick, so to speak. But there are some good players here. Like Dexter Greer should hopefully have a breakout season. He kind of hasn't yet though, so maybe he's due for one. But the window is definitely fully open, obviously based on the trades. Hunter Wade is a good
what I'm
pitcher. Glad he didn't get
seeing.
traded away, but
I'm seeing a
it's.
lot of guys who got to do the same thing. They're high contact, no power guys.
I mean, he's got some
And
pop in
then
there with Trache and Towns, but
what?
it's hard to build that kind of a lineup in San Diego, right? So
Yeah.
I don't mind the lineup construction. I don't like the Ty Moss overpay. I don't like this catcher, but otherwise, I don't mind his lineup at all. Yeah, I don't mind it. It kind of fits his park a little bit. This Galindo guy is good too because of his wheels, and his defense should be pretty decent. So the pitching, I cannot. There are no verbs or adjectives left that I could say about this guy. This
Are
is, I
you
mean, he's
you
left-handed
talking about
Vandy.
um
Indaya,
yeah,
yeah.
and Daya.
I can't even believe this guy. He's gonna be good again, man. His movement must be higher than 60. Like, obviously, our league only has normal accuracy for scouting, so there's gonna be some sway on guys. Clearly, this guy's got something going on because he is cooking again and gonna be even better this year, apparently, which makes me feel all kinds of things. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do like Blaze Wilson. I think he's
Yeah.
ridiculously underrated. Had a really
I'm
great year
just
last
looking
year.
around on his pitching staff, and I don't. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I
Outside
don't.
of Ndiaye, I
I
don't know
mean,
if
you
Loveday's
gotta
any
like
good.
you're forced to like him. You have to. He's good. Don't look at the bars. Look at the production, man. He's good.
Yeah.
I mean, Loveday.
Uh,
This is like, how is Carson Loveday at 50, dude? Like, this shit looks really good. I guess last year he wasn't particularly
I'm
great,
not.
but
I can't hate on it too much. I mean, you can hate on the trades, but I mean, the roster looks damn it. It looks kind of good.
yeah, Marcus
Um,
Graham. I'm a big Marcus Graham lover.
so am I.
He's big lefty out of the
He
pen
was a
is a
Pittsburgh.
yep
Yeah.
big asset. Oh, he's got Guy Hughes still in there. How did he do last year? He walked almost 5/9. So I wonder, did he get a? No, he's actually losing control. I'd be scared, but I would be also tempted to play this guy. 80 stuff is nowadays pretty elite. So and an 80 fastball and an 80 splitter, I would definitely give this guy a chance, especially in San Diego's ballpark. He is off to a terrible start though, it looks like, which is kind of sad. But the bullpen is definitely better than a lot that we've seen, that's for sure. So many guys
Yeah,
running
I'm
like
not. I can't
8-man
hate on it. I
bullpens.
want to hate on it because it's JP. I want to because he like he'll play this back or he's listening now, and he's just gonna just be steaming about it. But I
No,
can't
he's
fucking hate on
not.
it.
He's usually got a pretty heads up take about
Um,
his team, except for
yeah.
recently the trades. But he knows what he's doing. He's played this game for a long time. He knows how to build a winning team. Is this a winning team? I mean, Arizona went to the STS last year, so we're in the wacky multiverse. I could see. I mean, they finished 6th last year, so
think this is a
they're
play.
gonna
I think
battle
this is a
LA
playoff.
and Arizona. I like these
I
guys
think this is
better
a
than
playoff team.
Arizona.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie to you. They are probably above the Diamondbacks right now.
Yeah, I would put them like
for sure.
a
And
tiny,
I
tiny
almost like
touch.
them more than the Dodgers.
I like their overall pitching like staff. Yeah, like the pitchers don't look sexy, but they get the job done, and the bullpen is maybe the best one we've seen so far.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna come in and just shit on this team, over all the moves and trades.
I
but
mean,
I'm like, you know what?
This is what I'm talking. He's been
I can't
rebuilding
do it.
for
it kind of makes sense. Fuck,
he's been
sense.
rebuilding since basically he took over. So
like
he should
years.
be good. No. He took over the Padres like 5 years ago or something, right?
Yeah, but he was still rebuilding the Yankees.
Well, okay, I'm not talking about the GM JP. I'm talking about the team, the Padres. Anyway, the window's opening up, and JP is a well-known go-all-in guy. Also, they're 16-8. Never even talked about their current record. They're leading the division right now, which is probably a good sign that we're not crazy. OSA hates a lot of his team, though. Like, look at OSA on his team.
There is more in the minors, too.
Yeah, we should look at... God, we should do this for all the teams. The salary page. Hunter Wade is probably going to get paid, I imagine. God, he's got such a tiny payroll. Only $86 million.
There is a lot more in the minors.
I should hope so.
Roca, Counts, Needler. There's more coming. So.
Yeah. This is looking. This is just first baseman, but he's got depth. I like this guy, Amber Irving. This guy could probably play anywhere else than San Diego. Let's see this Arenas guy. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, he looks pretty solid. Roca is... Yeah, we'll see how he looks at call-up day, but he can make the jump. But yeah. I mean, it doesn't look that sexy to me, honestly. There's some top-end guys, but they're all young.
What I was getting at was that some of his better specs are still in the minors.
He's got cannon fodder to trade for guys. That's what's probably going to happen, right?
I don't think he's trading Roca.
Yeah, you never know.
He's been pimping him out in general chat, so
never know
about the dev ups. So
you never know. All right, let's move on. They are going to be in the pack, I think. Those last 3 teams are going to be. Well, the other 3 teams that we looked at are going to be a tier behind the Angels, I think.
Yeah.
Well, we looked at 4 teams now, so now
now
it's time to look at the Knights, I think, right?
It's the Knights, right?
Has to be, yeah. I think Fresno finished dead last.
Ryan, it doesn't matter. Both of these teams.
Fresno won 79, Vegas won 72. We're not even close. Hey, they've traded all those guys and still won 79 games. I mean, it's kind of funny because I don't think he had a first-round pick this year, so he was still attempting to win.
I think he has a pick next year.
You might be right about that. That was what didn't make sense to me, is that you're kind of pot committed to all these guys. You want to rebuild, but you have no fucking draft picks.
But he was so far in the red, he had to get out of the red.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, he had some big... Yeah, if I recall, he lost like $30 million.
Honestly,
in
he's traded everybody he could because nobody wants what's left.
I'm shocked this guy's still on the team. Ryan Silva looks like a good player, man. I would take this guy 100%.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this guy's still on the team. He liquidated his team. I guess his team now is just filled with young guys, right? Oh man, what happened to Lord of the Swings? Jesus, bro, what happened?
This is what happened when we switched to 25. His team, much like others, just got torched.
I mean, Juan was on the downswing before 25. We'll say that.
Well, because look at the scouting page.
Well, I have 52, him starting to dab down and stuff.
52 and then into 53.
Well, okay, yeah, he did die at the swap over, yeah. Yeah, he did absolutely get destroyed. That's so sad, man. And he's still okay. He's coming off the books this year, though. But
Yeah,
no
I
one's gonna
mean,
want this guy.
when you built the team around these guys, and the new game just trashes them, like it's not his fault. It's
That
not David's
sucks.
fault.
Yeah.
I'm not like we shouldn't be blaming him for his team. His team got torched by the new game, just fucking torched, and and then he hit a bloated payroll, and he was in the red. He's got to do what he's got to do. Okay, I mean, if you were anybody, if this was me running the team, okay, and I was in the red, like I'm putting Wade on waivers, and please somebody claim him, okay, because
I mean,
he's
I
got a no trade clause.
guess.
He can't get traded. He tried trading him. He's got a no
Yeah,
trade
but
clause.
this is not all 25. This is I'm not. This has to be a little bit on Craig for giving guys like basically most of his team fucking no trade clauses. Like I get that you think they're going to be good, but you can't lock yourself
you
in
can
like
put
that.
on David, but when
Yeah.
your team gets torched and then they become untradeable because nobody wants Olu now or Connor Pla or so and so. And I'm just saying these guys have no value in the league because I'm not trading them for a 5th-round pick. I'll just fucking keep them.
Oh man, you're right, but I hate the speed at which it was done. It was just like bang, 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 bang. Everybody's gone. Goodbye. Like no attempt to just wait and see. But I don't know.
Honestly, like there's nothing he could do because when the game switched, it was instant. Boom, your team is dead. You're basically dead.
I suppose. I actually don't hate his lineup. Honestly, his lineup is not terrible. Like Apollo Tussie's still a good player. Tussie, sorry. I always call him Tussie just because my brain isn't filthy like you guys. I mean, it gets real bad at the bottom, but the top 2/3 of the lineup is okay. The starting pitching is bad. That's the biggest hole in this team. The bullpen actually isn't awful either. This Greg Walters guy should be trade bait, depending on what he's doing. Like this guy's a top 10 reliever in our game.
Okay. There is a problem. Look at the contract.
Oh, come on, man. Jesus. Okay, I get that I get the philosophy, but you can't give every single guy a no trade clause.
For this one. Look, you can't pay a closer that kind of money. Okay, David gets this.
Wait a minute. Hold the phone. You can absolutely pay your closer this kind of money. Are you serious?
I am not paying a closer 18
Okay, 18 is getting in the realm of goofiness. Well, not goofiness, but too much. But, dude, like, mid-10s is like... I'd pay that for an elite reliever any day of the week, dude.
Like, I won't go over 12.
He must accept the trade to some guys, right? I guess we won't know because I'm on my own thing, but... I don't know. I wonder what Dave's plan is.
Got no trade clause.
Because is Dave blowing it? Is Dave blowing it up? Because Ryan Silva should be on the block every fucking day. This guy should be on the block every single day. Even this guy should be on the block, retain 50%. This guy should be on the block. Like see if he'll waive his no trade. I don't know. Like, what's the plan here? That's my question. Is it like you can't wallow in mediocrity? And I guess it's irrelevant if he has no draft picks. That what he does. That's the sad thing about it. So if he has no picks, then I guess you might as well be as good as you can. If you have picks, you should really just be generating the shit out of your team, in my opinion. But
yeah,
that's what I'm curious about. What his plan is. What's he doing?
No looking at the farm because there's nothing.
There's nothing. Yeah.
No, I mean
this is the best player.
I think Atlanta might have a better farm than
probably. Yeah, this is it's looking a little sussy, just like Tussie. Oh my God, this Riker Andrade's in this farm. Yeah. This is scary.
Yeah,
it's a scary situation. I don't envy Dave whatsoever. I hope he has a plan. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, this is a long rebuild. Generally, a general rebuild is, 4 to 6 years ish now, because this is much longer. This is
I
much
don't know.
longer than that.
Yes,
This
yes,
is
the right guy's expiring, so I don't think.
okay. No. Ryan, he doesn't have any draft picks.
Are you sure he has? Okay, actually, I guess I don't know why I'm even at like questioning. We can actually look. Did you look?
I did not look.
Let's look. Trade tool, pick tracker, 2054. Dave, he does have picks 11th round on in
11th
2055.
round on,
Ah,
so
ah,
garbage.
ah, 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 ah. 2055, he has all his draft picks. 2056, he's got all his draft picks. So this is what I'm saying. What are
Okay,
you doing?
so
Are you retooling, rebuilding?
next year starts, but you've still got a kind of a bloated payroll, right? I'm just saying, and these guys
Yeah,
aren't
yeah,
tradable.
he's kind of in a tough situation where he's 1 year off, right? Like
Yeah.
you'd love to
So
be bad
year
this year
one,
already, but yeah, that's
year
fair.
one
That's fair.
starts next year.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Good to see.
Just
All right.
like,
I think
and
we've
you
talked
don't
about
have a
these.
lot of guys you can move. So
I know. Yeah, you're right, right. But that's partially Dave's fault, partially the game's fault. Whatever
yeah.
percentage you want to put the blame on is up to you. So, definitely the fifth best team we've seen, without a doubt.
I'll put the contract stuff on Dave. I'll put his team just getting torched, not on Dave. Okay.
That's fair. Okay, let's go to Vegas. This one is going
This
to
will
be
be quick.
free
Wait,
and easy
next.
because. What?
I always like to do that to Dan on the pod. When we go to the nights, I just go next.
Fair enough.
He gets a little upset at that one. It's
Okay,
like an old time joke.
Money's looking good, and yeah, there is. Is there anything whatsoever to talk about?
This is a journeyman roster.
I mean, Max Rhea looks good, right? He looks okay. This guy's tradable, right? Does he have a no trade clause? No. He has a goofy contract, a la Dan and his
Look at what he's
69er.
making.
I mean,
That
yeah.
contract is,
If he was expired, I mean, he's 100.
Okay.
Dude, he's a ground ball pitcher who throws 100. That's rare, but I don't know. He's not that great of an asset.
Dan, call me.
There you go. Yeah, Turlo needs to fix the home run situation. Yeah, there's nothing to talk about.
I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it.
There is a strategy setting. Just saying. Just saying. All right, the farm. Wow. It looks good, but it also looks about 4 years away. So
yeah,
he's in deep.
Dan's in a rebuild, and he's acquiring young assets and.
Wow, I really like the look of this guy though. Ishmael Duarte. The only knock I have against this guy that I'm worried about is the 2060 control and the low intelligence. I really like my pitchers to have at least like normal intelligence, or high is preferred, but this guy's got a long way to go. He looks amazing, but obviously he's a super young spec. I am not so high on Denzel Robinson. As a starter, this guy could be a big time lefty reliever though, right? If he comes in, he could be up there as one of those like super stopper guys. Right? That's what I'm seeing in his future.
Well, like, I'm just gonna throw this back to some old Sky history. He may look like a closer, but Dan sees him as a starter. So
I mean, I would too. You might as well start him. Yeah. This is a guy you stick as a starter till the changeup dies, right? When the changeup is 2020 or goes away, then you're like, okay, you're a reliever. But yeah, you might as well. You never know, right? You never know. So yeah, I agree. You should pound this guy as a starter.
You probably put this guy in the dev lab and say, work on your secondary pitch.
Yes, 100%.
And pray that it's the changeup and not his other pitch.
Well, I mean, if he hits other pitches too, you're okay with that too. But obviously, yeah, you're looking for the changeup.
No, but I've noticed in the dev lab when I've done that, it doesn't work on the worst pitch. Like
it's random.
It's random. So
yeah, he's got a lot of good players, like good solid starting players here that are going to be up in 4 to 5 years. But that's the thing, is everything's so far away. So what about international? He's spending his money in international. Looks like it. Ooh, mommy. This is a dev lab, boy. I'm so happy that the dev lab exists, man, because this player would just. What do you do? I mean, he's first baseman, right? But say if you have a first baseman already, now you can stick this guy in the dev lab a few times, and maybe you get lucky once or twice, and bang, you got a second baseman who's probably going to get -5 ZR, but he's probably also going to fucking blast the ball around. So I'm so happy the dev lab exists for guys like this. Yeah, I don't know. It's
Yeah,
a
I
team
think this
rebuilding.
is.
I don't have anything else to say. Clearly the worst team,
No, I
by
think
design.
all of his prospects are young. I don't think none of them look like they're going to be ready for 3 years. So
Yeah.
it's going to be, hey, just cut and paste this to next year's pod, and then the year after that. So
He's got to have one of the better farms, right? Where is the? Here we go. Where is Mr. Vegas? The 9th farm right now, and I think he's picking pretty early this draft too. So he's probably gonna jump up again from guys like the Yankees and the Padres, who will be calling guys up.
unless he took one of the shortstops, didn't he take one of the shortstops?
What's wrong with that?
I'm just saying. I know. I'm pretty sure he took a shortstop. So
Shortstops are good.
yeah, well, that's very good. Hopefully,
All
I
right.
don't know if he took the. I don't remember which one he took, but it might have been
I don't know either.
shortstop. So
All right, let's
all right.
move on out of the Pacific. It's so hard for me to say. I don't know why I get tempted to say it. We are going to. Let's see. We're going to go to not Northwest. We always go to whoever finished runner-up to the runner-up, so to speak. So we're going to my division, the Northwest, which I don't even have to look. We know who finished first last year. The only team to win 100 games in our league.
And they're only 16-8 this year.
Yeah, only.
And for the love of
go ahead. I can't.
The fucking pitching.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so it's dominant. It's dominant.
How much? What does Errol Madrano have? He's only at 50 WAR. I am shocked that Errol Madrano's only at 50 WAR. That's crazy. I feel like this guy should be at 80. Anyway, yeah, he's disgusting. They're disgusting. Their pitching is fucking pisses me off.
And he simply just turns over his roster.
Yeah.
Again, he's one of those. He just turns it over. Like, if you look at the lineup, I haven't heard of any of these fuckers outside of Kathy. I don't know any of these guys.
I only know them from the playoffs. I know our Orion Van Court had a pretty good playoffs. But I mean, this guy is like, this is the Dustin player right here, right?
Well,
a good eye, probably not a lot of pop. Yeah, that's sad.
Jacob Cole is hurt. So
that's very sad after signing the fattest contract in Seattle history, apparently. 32, 37, 37. Yeah, he'll be okay. Actually, he's not very injury prone, is he? Not really, honestly. For a 30-year-old center fielder, that's pretty clean history.
Yeah, and
I mean, he probably has the best closer in the game. Fucking Dalman.
Again.
God, it's fuck, man. Oh my God, look at Gordon Pantoja. End of the first rounder from 2052, 2 years ago. I remember when he drafted this guy, he said he was going to be up, and he came up last year. Good Lord.
He drafts relievers in slot rounds. I've seen it for years. He does it every year. He's looking for relievers. He's always I do the same. Not to this extent, but he's always looking for relievers because one thing about the Mariners, they always have a bullpen, and it's down.
Why did he trade Ty Moss? His current shortstop looks like fucking shit. Adam Wood.
Ty Moss was negative WAR last year.
Yeah, but look at his. I mean, okay, I guess his current guy got pace for 4.5 WAR. I don't know. I would take Ty Moss over this any day of the week, but what the fuck do I know? This guy's. This guy's. I don't know. He's on pit. Look at this guy. Like, here's another example. Devondre Gandara.
He's cutting salary too because he pays all the pitchers.
Yeah, so he's finally having to pay people. Yeah, he paid Cole, so bit of money issues. Kind of good to see. Yeah, I don't know what to say, man. This is the team that just always has a guy waiting in the wings. Just always. And he always gets the most out of his guys. Just like
I don't know
Mr.
what
Miami.
I don't know what else there is to say. I mean, they he just he turns out talent. He turns out just stud after stud, and he dominates. He dominates this game. So
Yeah, domination is it. But yeah, look at his minors. This is exactly it. He has what, like 20 guys that are 50 or above. Like that's the definition of his franchise, right? A few of these guys are going to be 55s in a couple of years. 55s are going to be 60s. Like he's a proponent of the max dev budget, which I am now on board with. I think I've always been it, but during my last run, I dipped into it. Never again. That slider doesn't exist to me. It's stuck at 30. Cause yeah, just look what he does. What
okay,
else
who
can we look
finished
at?
second?
Salary page. The salary page is looking pretty good. He's losing. Dalman's looking like he's gonna be a free agent. I wonder if he has the money to pay Dalman. He should ask for double digits at least. So, second place. Yeah, that was probably the shortest team and the best team. How ironic.
Was it
Uh,
Vancouver?
hell no, no. Was it?
It had to have been.
It was me. Holy fucking shit. That's right. I barely scraped into the playoffs after selling a little bit because I just didn't think I would make it, and I went on like an 11 game win streak at the end of September to somehow make it in. So, all right, we're gonna do what we did last night. It's your turn to look at my team and give your honest assessment.
I don't know if I like your lineup.
The silence. I'm like, oh no, the silence.
I'm looking at your lineup and I'm like, well, I mean, is Tuba good?
I don't even know, man. Okay, you have to click on RJ Thomas, please.
Okay,
I'll click on him for you.
I'm RJ Thomas. Okay, your catch because I think dude, yes.
Look at that defense.
Yes. Yes.
This was a successful defensive dev lab. Also, I think he might have got another bump actually. Because I thought he was 70, 70, 60. But I have a legendary catching coach too. I love this dude.
Yeah. Yep.
And he's the reason I let Jesse Cochran go at the deadline because I wanted to give him a chance.
JP would probably give you 3 first-round picks for this guy.
I don't even know if I'd do that, man. Having this kind of a catcher in this day and age, 60 arm, I think he's throwing out 43% of runners, man. That's
okay.
Kind of elite nowadays.
I don't want because.
Okay, Tony Patino is on the IL. You gotta look at Tony Patino.
I'm not seeing a lot here in your lineup. I mean, Tuba isn't Tuba anymore. He's more like I can't even come up with a musical analogy.
Pretty mid, yeah. Well, he's not mid. He's not mid. Right? He's actually hot right now. He was hot last. But yeah, I don't know what to make of him.
Tony Whitman was a really good-looking SPAC.
Yep.
And I mean, do you like those bars?
Not anymore. No, not anymore. Yeah. This is he got 25 a little bit. Yeah. Because I had 60, 70 before. But yeah.
Was a really good player for you. I mean, the bars look okay, but
now those are fighting words. Because Bocas has gotten me 5.4 and 3.5 WAR. This guy overperforms his bars like crazy, and I'm so scared for when he comes back to Earth. Because I remember I signed him to a 5-year, $5.5 million per deal, and I was terrified he was going to die, and he just keeps raking.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, he's a 50 overall now. So
doesn't matter.
I remember. Okay, that's like a 55 in 24. So.
Yeah, I think he was like 55 or 60.
Yeah. I mean, Corey Wells he's kind of like an Andy Kaiser. So
yeah, I mean, he's my experiment this year, and it's not working out too well so far, sadly.
No, I mean, I think he looks like a good player.
I have hope for him.
I think you need more guys like him, like Wells. high
I'm trying,
contact,
yeah. I am leaning more towards
okay
those
power.
profiles now, yeah. Yeah.
You know, um, now your pitching staff, on the other hand, it looks fantastic. Holby and Hennig and um, Eklund. Actually, I don't
Yeah,
low
Eklund's
stuff.
he's my Vandy. This is my Vandy boy.
Yeah.
Look,
Um,
he's on pace for 6.5
I
WAR. Don't you
kind
love it?
yeah, I kind of like. Obviously, your big two is very good. Um, whatever happened to Luvello? Oh, he's injured.
Oh, that dude, yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
yeah, he's
cat.
dead though. He's
He's
dead.
fodder. He's super injury prone. He's
Yeah,
nothing.
he's a long reliever now.
He's not even gonna be on my team. He's
Well, fifth
triple A fodder
starter,
though.
like your pitching is okay. Your lineup is I don't know. Obviously, we haven't got through all the teams, but we know the Giants and the Rockies and Oakland probably aren't going to be good. So by default, I mean, you're probably the second best team in the division, but you're probably what 10 to 15 games behind the Mariners. I'm just being honest.
Yeah,
And
that's exactly what I was last year. It feels about the same. Yeah, I am basically running back the same team. I literally am because that's the only reason Conley's in the lineup is because Tony Patino, my favorite dude, signed another cheap contract a long time ago. Gets 5 WAR every other year, but if you look at my salary page, like I pretty much am running. I'm running out this team for the next 3+ years probably.
wow.
So yeah, the Tuba
I
contract is the
mean,
one that's going to be getting me for a little while, but
I mean, Tuba. I mean, if he can rebound to above 3 WAR, I mean, it makes it a little bit more palatable. But yeah, that
yeah,
contract
yep,
got
it's an
nasty
albatross.
quickly.
Yes, it did.
Um,
Yeah, I paid the man, and he said, "Okay, thanks, bye." But if he can get
I
back to
mean,
like
he
5
obviously
WAR, I'll be
got
happy.
25. He got
A
25.
little bit, yeah, a little
Um,
bit.
um, yeah, I mean, I think you're going to be the second best team in the Northwest, and
Yep.
I don't know
I
if
only
you
have
have
one
room to
real
make it.
guy. I only have one real call update prospect. That's Corey Sierra. But I'm kind of worried about him because he's getting a little, quite injury prone, actually. Fuck.
He actually looks really good.
He does, but
He
his
looks
injury
really.
history is scary.
Oh, he's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt a lot, sadly. So I don't
Um,
know that he's gonna last, but he's my call update boy. I think that's the only guy I have plans for this year.
um, OSA's got him ready now. Wow.
Oh yeah, he's ready. I'm I'm just manipulating his service time. I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, he got hurt. He got hurt in
Yeah, I mean,
the first sim, so it didn't really matter. But it was the AAA. But yeah, he's a call update boy for me. I really am valuing the extra year of control. I used to say fuck it, but I mean my rotation is fine as is, except for this guy. Pasqualini's probably got to go. His 40 control is actually probably like 35. He's led the league in walks for 6 years in a row. I should probably have cut ties with him quite a while ago, but I gave him a
wasn't that the 1-1?
five-year, $3.6 million, so I can't let him go. He's too cheap, man. But yeah, his time is coming up pretty soon, I think. But yeah, I'm with you. 15 games behind the Mariners sounds pretty much exactly right. I wouldn't be surprised if I win 85 and the Mariners win 100 again.
Yeah, and this isn't a slight on you. It's just the Mariners are Thanos, right?
Oh, dude, I can't.
They're
Yeah, I
in,
can't play for
they
first in this
are
division.
inevitable. Yeah, there's not much that you can do.
I can play to be first
Maybe,
in this division for 1 year, but then I'm fucked. So I have to play
yeah,
for 10 games behind Seattle and bottom of the seeding. Well, hopefully
yeah.
higher than bottom, but still.
But I mean, the good thing is that the bar isn't that high to actually finish like above the fodder that we're about to go
Apparently,
through. So,
yeah. Not last year it wasn't. I think it's good some more fodder is going to get added because I think Oakland and Portland are going to be better than you think.
well, I guess we go to
We'll find
Portland
out.
next, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yes,
Everybody's
sir.
favorite, everybody's favorite, whipping boy, Tyler.
Whipping boy is right. Yeah,
Uh,
he called up a lot of specs last year, and he actually made a couple of free agent signings I liked. Who was it? Was it yeah, Capellan, who
Oh, he
is a
did sign
50
Capellan,
somehow.
yeah.
Yeah, who has the wrong picture. Urgh, that pisses me off. It's supposed to auto update, but
Did you see who he brought back?
he brought Payan back, didn't he?
Yeah,
But where is he? Is he hurt?
he's
Oh,
in
he's right
he's
here.
in a starter.
I mean, he brought him back for cheap, but I mean, let's be honest, he's burnt toast at this point. This is a nostalgia signing, right? And fifth starter is probably where he belongs, but he had a Peterzak. He's got Stafford from the year before. Like excuse me, he's been putting his money out there, and he's been rounding them out with his young kids. Like he's got Medina. His profile is gonna play. Oh, excuse me, his profile is gonna play this year. He's got who else? Oh, Najira looks a lot worse than he did before. That's kind of sad. Randy Najira was looking hot stuff before
So,
25.
I'm going to disagree. I think this is a lineup of free agents. Look, Stafford, Peterzak, Roberts, Newman, like over half.
Yeah, I was about to say it gets a little sus at the bottom.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, this isn't really a
I mean,
homegrown
Aiden
lineup.
Newman's 29. He's not like he's some old bum, but he's
Right,
terrible this year.
but that wasn't a homegrown like prospect. The only specs are Medina, Najira, who I am not convinced is good.
It doesn't look like anymore now.
Hettinger, who actually looks pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, I like this guy. I don't like him at right field. Left field would be amazing, but
I thought I would be looking at a lineup of prospects, and this is really a lineup of free agents.
I mean, does anybody really roll a lineup of full prospects? He's doing the right thing though, right? He's signing the big guys to fill in around his players.
Yeah.
His pitching is not too shabby, honestly. Payan isn't anything to write home about, obviously, but Brandon Barnett's about to start his he has started his first full year, and he's basically a jacked up Hunter Vandy. So, considering how good Vandy did, this guy should play him immaculately in Portland, right? He signed Capellan. Like, he signed the right guys, in my opinion, right? Signed the big lefty bat, Peterzak. Last year, he signed the big righty bat, Stafford. He signed the big pitcher this year. Like, I don't know. He's doing all the right things. Will it work? I'm not sure. Lamar Johnson looks... Yeah, he looks good. I like this team a lot more than I liked it last year, that's for sure. He's got... Oh, he's got... I asked him about this guy last year, too.
The pitching is better. Like, his pitching...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, miles better.
Come in at. So...
Yeah, I think Johnson... I don't know who this Rosquist is. I've never even seen this guy before, but he looks good.
You've never heard of him?
Depends on what 45... Nope.
He's always talking about this guy in Slack.
Grit? Grit,
yeah,
Worm, Rosquist.
He
used to talk about Barnett and Johnson. I've never heard him say anything about this guy.
Oh, he's talking about...
It just depends if his control's really 45 or not.
He talks about them all.
Oh, okay.
What I'm
a Vic Mallory fan, although I'm worried about this control nowadays.
If you look at his closer should be in AAA because he's getting absolutely torched.
Yeah, but he's also got a 500 BABIP against him in 7 innings pitched.
Okay, he's walked 11 guys in 7 innings.
I think it's a little early. He's not going to sustain that, though. This is just bad luck, bro. Holy shit, you're ruthless. I'd hate to be a player in your organization.
24 base runners in 7 innings. Is that good?
7 innings? Yeah, but he has... Like, look what he did last year.
I would take him out of the closer role.
Maybe. There's an argument for that, yeah.
That's kind of the point that I was getting at, is that if I had my closer was getting torched like that, I might pull him out of the closer role.
But 7 innings is such a small sample size.
24 base runners in 7 innings.
Yeah, but he's getting 500 BABIP, dude. Do you even understand what a 500 BABIP is?
He's walked.
That's wild.
He has more walks and strikeouts.
Yeah, the walks is a problem. Anyway, we're really nitpicking
You're
here.
not going to win this argument, Ryan. You're not.
I could, but it would take too long, and I don't have the energy because I ate too much Chinese food. So, I like this team better than last year, and they won 82 games last year. Some say they were a bit lucky, probably, I imagine, because they always are. Yeah, they were +5. But I honestly can see these guys nipping at my heels and a few games behind me. I mean, hell, they might even be right around me. Their lineup might arguably be better. Well, the back end's pretty bad.
I'm kind of looking at the farm to see what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Cote is probably a call-up day.
Did
guy,
you? Wait a minute. Timeout. You did not just call this man Kyle Cote.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking lord, dude! It's Cote. He's Canadian from BC.
Whatever.
Kyle Cote. I'm sorry. I forget you're American sometimes. Yeah, this guy's not coming up this year. He's starting in AA, unless he has an amazing dev path.
He's 23 years old. He's coming up.
It doesn't matter, bro. You have such weird philosophies. Who cares? He's not ready. Sometimes I'm shocked. You're like the king of letting them cook. Fucking Lunsford spent his 24-year-old season in AAA or AA
this year. No, well, Lunsford was.
Yeah, but he was probably a high. Yeah, but he's also a college draftee, right?
Ryan, there is a difference between a 21-year-old and a going to be 24-year-old.
Yes, in that this guy was drafted out of college.
24 years old.
This is only his second full year in the minors, man. He needs to cook. I
bet you he's coming up this year.
Why? He's got what's his face at third base.
Who?
There's Stafford. There's no reason to rush this guy. I don't know. We're arguing about dumb shit at this point. We obviously think differently about, I'm just shocked.
Damn these hops. Damn these hops.
Tyler's such a divisionist. Okay, wow. Look at John Galloway Jr., dude. If this guy gets like one juicy dev lab for second base defense, oh my god. Sign me up if he can dev in, dude. I love this profile. He's got the trifecta too. This is more important now than ever, in my opinion. I've always subscribed to these, but having these three really, really, I feel like increases your chance for a high dev lab success. I bet this guy goes into the dev lab for some second base defense this year, and we're talking about this guy next year in the lineup going, holy fuck, where'd this guy come from? He's also got Gunnar Lacroix. Okay, Gunnar Lacroix is ready. You should be ready around call-up day. He should probably be in AA or AAA this year. He got 2 WAR last year. He's already got 1.1. Put this man in AAA, Tyler. Let him cook and continue. This is a good fucking looking player, man. This was the 1.5?
Yeah.
Anyway, I like this guy. And considering what he's running out at center field now, like Ariel Roberts isn't going to last. This dude's going to get injured. I'm sorry to say, but this dude's gonna get injured.
Well, yeah, I mean,
yeah.
But he's a good stop. Trust me, he's a stopgap. I played him for 2 years.
I think he's a terrible stopgap. You don't want an injury-prone guy as a stopgap, do you?
Well, I alternated him and Idarat, so it was perfect.
That's like the Hall of Fame of injury-prone center fielders. Jesus Christ. Okay, Roberts
had a career year in Pittsburgh.
Oh, probably. That's typical.
He had damn near a career year, so eat it.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to man, we really spent a lot of time on Tyler's team. He's gonna get a big head.
Oh fuck. All right.
Now it's time for the Rockies. This should be substantially easier than last year.
Yeah.
This team is in Jenner mode. R.I.P. Jenner, by the way. But this team is absolutely just
everybody was for
everything.
Sale except for McLean.
Yep.
So
McLean.
He was trading everybody.
Yeah, this guy's a lifer, right? I'm 100% on board. I did the same thing with Jeff Frost. I will 100% clap
Ryan
to keep
M.
guy.
Ryan McLean is McLean.
It's McLean.
McLean is McLean.
Oh my god, we're going to Google. How do you say the last name McLean? How do you pronounce? Oh my God! It says McLean. No. No. Hold on. Another site says McLean. I don't know. I've always seen that name as McLean, so I think you're
Well,
on
see,
one
I
tonight,
think it's
brother.
John McClane.
Did you smoke a bad cigar before we went on air, or what? Like, holy shit, dude.
No, I'm just. I think we're getting off on a tangent here. Well,
We are.
there's nothing to talk about the Rockies except for how you pronounce McLean.
Well, I like Henry Vandevort, and I'm kind of shocked he's still on the team. Does he have a no trade clause? No. This has got to be the next guy to go, right? He's a good-looking player. Holy fuck, he's playing Frank Hare in center field. Okay, if you ever need a sign that a team is rebuilding, they're playing Frank Hare, former Cascades in center field.
Now let's go back to Vandervoort. Why is this guy not a fucking Royal? He plays third base.
Not enough speed. Not enough speed.
He could play
Matt
second base and third
guys.
base. Like Casey Matt has been looking for these guys.
Like, this guy can play second base, by the way. Ironically, turn double play doesn't seem to matter, so this guy can play second, I bet you. But no, yeah, Matt likes his guys with big, thick legs, so no chance that guy ends up a Royal.
Okay, I'm just saying. I can't
isn't Wally Neff a good player too? But he's also young and he's about to hit ARB though and make 3.2, so I could see Wally Neff going too. He's hurt. Isn't he a bit injury prone? He is. That's kind of sad because I like Wally Neff.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at this lineup, and I'm like, ugh.
I mean, this is a team that is 90% of the way going into full tank mode for rebuilding, right?
Yeah,
so,
and
like some of the guys.
Unfortunately, they own
wait a minute, this guy's a 30
draft picks as well. So,
oh, do they?
He's going to be able to load up the farm.
He's salivating at your record right now. Holy shit!
I know, right? I know this is fucking great, isn't it?
I know, yeah. That's the worst when you trade away your picks and then you do bad. Oh, it's just a kick in the nuts.
And you're not any better than you thought you were going to be.
Yeah.
I know, it's a fucking it's a fucking nightmare, man. It's a fucking nightmare. Holy.
And he has been kind of going the opposite route for the last few years, and he's been trading everything he has. So his farm is, he's starting basically from the bottom, which sometimes can be exciting, right? But, they're bad. They're going to be bad. It's by design. I'll be shocked if Vandevort isn't on another team by the All-Star break or any of these guys worth anything. Like, well, McCabe isn't that great, but Wally Neff should probably go. Vandevort should go. Chevy Morris should definitely go. Like
McLean, he has a NTC. So
this is the one guy. Like, obviously, keeping one really good pitcher on your team isn't gonna make or break your record. So I'm totally on board with keeping this guy to be a lifer. I'm softy for the lifers. So yeah,
okay.
They're bad, and we can save some time. And I'm no offense to Kiefer, because
sorry, Kiefer.
I'm sure in 3 or 4 years they're going to be fucking right back there.
Yeah,
it was about their time. He had a pretty decent-ish window, I think, where they were good. Right?
Is San Francisco next? Because this is going to go quick.
You think so, hey? Boy, oh boy, I hope Casey Matt hasn't had anything, or SF Matt hasn't had anything to drink. He might fight you, man.
About what?
He does seem to like his teams more than everybody else likes them, but I think that's probably can be said for anybody. Wait, are we really doing San Francisco next? Did Oakland finish last?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
They did. Yeah. San Fran won 72. Oakland won 66 games. All right, hold on. I need to drink here.
I would be surprised if there's much to talk about because I think Matt has burned this thing down.
Did this team get 25 or what? Right? Because they won.
No, I think we talked about this.
They won 86 games.
Matt was in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And D. Marino and Fu did fucking jack shit. He got mad. And he just blew it up.
And honestly, fairly so. Those guys were. Like, Fu had a great first year, and then I actually tried to sign Theodore Fu to a minor league contract this offseason. Sadly, he signed with Atlanta, I think. I guess we can just look, but yeah, they both went downhill so fucking fast. Oh, D-Rich actually put him on his team. But he actually got 2.5 WAR for Cali last year. He wasn't a bad player at all. Anyway, I don't blame him for what he did. So are they in? I haven't really looked at them, but yeah, I think they are in full. They
There
might
is
be in like
nothing
play the
about.
kids and see what happened. Well, he did
I
sign
don't think
he
he's playing.
signed
I don't
Quentin
think he's playing
Art.
kids. I think he's
Uh,
playing
you're
journeyman.
right. Well, Schlusner,
There's
okay,
one oh wait, no, there's two guys.
Schlusner
There's
looks really
Lucas
good. I like
and
Schlusner.
yeah, I was like, he's got two guys. Um, who
Yeah, some of these
are
guys are just
probably
relics of his old
guys
rebuild.
that the but again, if you're in a rebuild, maybe you look to see what you can get. Because I
Oh, for
mean, he's
sure.
24. If
Art's gonna
if,
be
if
on
you're
the
talking,
block.
yeah.
Oh, you're
So
talking about the young guys. Yeah, I would probably. Why is he playing third base though? I mean, I guess he's probably really good there, but this guy, no, he's actually not very good at all at third base. Who's at second? Because this guy looks like a second baseman through and through. Oh, I see. They've got this guy. So
Zach Harris looks pretty good.
yeah, this
You know what? He's got some
team.
middle. He's got some middle infielders that look pretty good.
Yeah, he does have some guys, but it's just not enough to build around, right? Isn't his farm trash too? Like,
Hey, hey, that was a Rule 5 pick from Portland. What?
ha ha ha. Actually, his
What?
farm isn't as bad as I thought it was. He's got a lot of depth guys, but
Wow.
no real big spec.
Zach
So,
Harris. Wow, he probably would look good on Portland. What
all right,
happened
yeah.
there?
No, Portland had like 3 second basemen, but
I know,
also
but you
sorry
don't
guys, I
let
know
this
I'm up
guy.
in the draft, but it's
No,
gonna have to wait.
But you don't let this guy go.
Oh no! Oh
Just
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm getting shit on by Matt for not drafting. Let me pull up my spreadsheet on the side. I'll draft somebody for you boys. Yeah, I don't know how you let this guy go. Yeah, this is just another strike for Tyler. Because this guy should be on pretty much anyone's 40-man roster. Like, Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like if you get an injury, you call this guy up. It's easy.
I mean, you
Fuck.
platoon this guy. He probably looks, yeah, he looks fucking amazing against right-handers. Like 60, 60, 55, 40, 65
Yeah,
is great.
that's
Like,
playable
strong side of the
against
platoon,
lefties.
100%.
I mean, that's playable. So,
Tyler, we can't get Tyler out of our goddamn heads, man.
God damn it, Tyler.
God damn it,
All right.
Tyler! Son of a bitch.
Dude, like if this team wins 70 games, that might, that might be.
Yeah, I can't. That's what they won last year, and I can't. 72.
No,
Yeah, that's
I don't think he's trying to win.
probably pushing it. Yeah. Although the pitching's going to be good, but that's just the ballpark, right? You could literally throw out double-A pitchers here and have good pitcher results. But he's got his own little Vandy. Yeah, he's doing great too. Holy shit, this guy probably is trade bait. Trade him while the profile
Grigsby?
works. Yeah, Grigsby. Yeah, Grigsby's on pace for 11 more, bro. Let's go.
Look at Mazza. Look at Mazza. Fuck.
Who's Mazza?
Zion Mazza.
Oh, Zion Mazza.
Jesus.
There he is. There's the Vandy, baby. The Vandy. Hey, adapt or die. You better start picking a lot of these guys up. You better get on it.
You.
Yeah.
I will.
Well, then
I
get
will
left
never,
behind.
Ryan, I will never do it. I cannot.
Behind.
But in good
Well, then
conscience,
start losing.
Player
Yeah,
with yellow bars.
Dude,
they're yellow.
You got to look at the stats, brother. Come
I
on.
will not.
I refuse.
Never. I refuse.
All right, you finish off the
Oakland.
Giants while I. Oh, okay. You talk about Oakland while I draft somebody.
Well, they're off to a good start. I'm a bit surprised about that. Let's take a look at their lineup, and looks okay. Silver looks okay, and
Do you want to have? Do you want a hot stat? Hot off the presses stat that nobody talked about?
Yeah.
The
preseason master.
The preseason predictions have the Oakland Athletics hitting 235 home runs, the highest in the West.
And they play half of their games in Oakland. Is that correct?
Yes. However,
or are they playing in the Vegas field now? Because
no, they are still in. the home runs versus righties are terrible. I found that extremely interesting that this team is apparently built for jacks in
Well,
a
okay,
stadium that probably shouldn't be.
I'm sorting their lineup by power, and they've got 6 guys with.
They're jacked with power, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of love it because he's playing into the long ball, right? He was complaining about the long ball. Well, if you can't beat him, fucking join him, man. I love it. Adapt or die, buddy. Adapt or die. Like, his pitching's actually pretty good, by the way. He's still got Elazar Ramirez. Graham Gall looks fucking good. Yeah, I was looking at his rotation the other day. He's got shitters, but they have the Vandy profile, so they'll be fine, right? I love this guy's name, too. Toa Totu.
I was just looking at him. I go, fucking 80-80 name. I don't care how bad he pitches.
Oh, yeah.
That is an 80-80 name.
Toa Totu is going to be the hardest favorite name to say. Yeah, the lineup, this lineup looks better than my lineup, easily, I would say.
You know what?
Oh, he's got Dan Martinez play. Oh, no! Oh, no! No. Just when we were doing good, Andy. You're playing 55 range Dan Martinez at short. He's got -5 CR already! No, Andy! Oh, it's over.
Oh, I wouldn't even. I played Dan Martinez even when his range was higher than that, and he
845 efficiency, 4 errors. Oh no, Andy! Oh no, it was going so good.
This is the utility guy.
This is the guy you hope never has to play backup shortstop. Oh my god!
Yeah, like
play this guy, please.
He comes in
this guy's 65 rating. Yeah, put this guy in the lineup, Andy, please. Guy's dual citizen too, by the way. Anyway, yeah, I like their lineup better than mine. I probably even, I mean, the rotation's probably a wash because their first 2 are probably as good as my first 2. It's pretty close. The bullpen, I think, is a bit sussy. I was peeping it a little earlier, and it doesn't look like anything special sitting in there except for Ortiz, who's not doing too hot. So, like a lot of teams, they need bullpen help.
So where I'm going with this is that I don't hate this team, right? Like I thought I would, and it's better than I thought. I'm pleasantly surprised. So if we have the Mariners 1 and Vancouver 2, is this team better than Portland? Is the question, because that's where this is where they fall. Because the Rockies and the Giants are not good.
Correct.
Are they better than the Hops? Because I think the Hops are going to be that ace seed like mashup, like, you know, is Oakland in the Portland realm? Because I think Portland's kind of meh.
I mean, they're mid-ish. So is Oakland, but they could get some bullpen help, and I'm so interested to watch this lineup, man, because they're playing literally into the strength of the meta right now. So I kind of want to take them over Portland a little bit, maybe not by much. But my gut just says, like, he's got the right lineup out there, man. Like, I don't know, maybe that's copium, but I like when Andy succeeds. It's more fun.
Well, and Mendoza might be coming up this year. Dylan Mendoza.
Oh, sorry, I was just looking at the guys about the draft. Yeah, sure, I'm gonna draft this guy, Amos Phillips. There you go, Matt. Shut up. All right. Oh, yeah. Dylan Mendoza. God, this guy feels like he's been a spec forever, right?
And Andy, get this guy in the dev lab and get the control up, for Christ's sake.
Absolutely. You like the guys have guys like this, right? One clear thing you're putting this guy in the dev lab for, 100%, every year, right? Till he's obviously fully dev, but wait, god damn, he looks good. The 1-3 from 2049.
Like if you put it, and I'm sure maybe he's tried it and it's failed. But high work ethic kind of works in the dev lab. So I gotta believe that you can. If he jumped 5 in control, he turns into a legit starter.
Yeah, he's near ace level potential anyway. I'll say a lefty ground baller who throws 98, bro. I got something in my pants.
Oh no!
I'm telling you, this
80 volt runners.
Oh god, it just keeps getting bigger. Sorry. Yeah, now that's honestly something big in this meta. No shit. So, yeah, man, I kind of like these guys. Click better than Portland, just off my gut. So,
Oh, click better. Look
click
out.
better. All right, let's keep going. We're doing pretty good actually. It's this division is filled with
Well, I
elite
mean,
team,
it
two
kind of
bad
helps
teams, and
when
three mids.
like
Yeah.
half the division's bad. So.
Well, it's easy to talk about a team that does no like. There's nothing that we can say about Dustin's team that we haven't said a million times. It's the
Every
same
pod.
shit. Yeah, it's the same shit. Fucking different season. Oh my God, to the Central, the absolute clusterfuck that is. The Central is our Great Lakes. You know, just saying.
Yeah.
I guess I forget you're from the Great Lakes.
Hey.
All right, the
Um.
White Sox. You
So
know where we
I
have
did
to
not
start, right?
watch. I didn't watch his video this year. I always watch it, and I forgot to watch it.
Same.
So I don't know
Actually, you
what
reminded
he
me.
said about his team. So
I usually
this will
watch it, but I
obviously,
saw it and then I got distracted. You're right.
yeah, I
Good on
didn't
him
watch
for
it
putting
this
that
year.
out, by
And
the way.
well,
Thank you,
it
AJ.
was kind of funny that last year he predicted a 100-win team, and
Did
his
he?
team sucked for like half the year.
Oh, that's
So
right. He got off to like the worst start I think I've ever seen his team
yeah.
get off to.
And okay, like I think the White Sox have a good team, but he won the division because the Cardinals went 4-40 like the last 2 months. I know that's exaggeration, but
Hmm.
like the Cardinals couldn't win a game for like a
Oh
month.
yeah, they kind of shit the bed a little bit at the end of the year. These guys were
Yeah,
just
so
hot.
it was kind of the perfect storm that led to the White Sox being a division winner. Because
Hmm.
if the Cardinals are a 500 team, he doesn't win the division. Like if the Cardinals just were a regular team.
Probably, yeah, probably.
Yeah. So
Okay, well,
I'm gonna
I want to get
be
something out of the way, and fuck you, AJ, for Sean Ferguson. Uh, he wasn't a throw-in like AJ says. I didn't want to give him up, but I had so many outfield specs at the time that I was like, yeah, you know what? He can go. He was like odd man out, and then he got 25 the opposite direction, and he's fucking amazing now. And I would love to have this guy on my fucking team right now, obviously, but it is what it is. Commissioner loses another trade. At least you guys know I'm not cheating, right? Like, clearly I've lost some big fucking trades, so it's fairly obvious that I'm not cheating at this point. I would hope, anyway. But what we really need to talk about is Mr. Noah Powell.
yeah, this was the fuck you Trent move.
This was the big coup of the offseason. Also, Noah
Yeah.
Powell has the worst nickname I've ever seen. Wiggles?
I
Please.
love it. Come on, man.
Change that shit.
Who doesn't love the
Wiggles?
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 And
I guess.
I'll give this. I thought him going after him was a fuck you move, but I love the contract. It's descending.
Yep.
So if something bad happens,
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
it's not that he's not paying him this $32 million every year.
I want to talk about this narrative about fuck you Trent move. Like, I don't think AJ is that kind of A, guy, and B, GM to be signing guys despite other GMs. There was a few guys in the mix on this guy. A lot of people were in on him. Yeah, like St. Louis was in on him. Chicago, there was one other team. Obviously, the Phillies were in on him. Like, I don't think anybody signed this guy to spite Trent. Like, this is a good, solid player. Would I have given him $32 million? Probably not, but I mean,
Well, no,
I guess
but,
at the end of the day,
I mean,
it's actually right.
No,
It's
but
actually
he made the contract to where it was unsignable by Trent. Like Trent couldn't do that. Like Trent had a budget to stick by. AJ had more money and front loaded it.
Oh, well, good for AJ.
Well,
That's all I'm saying.
I generalized that as a fuck you move to Trent. Well, I didn't mean it personally.
So. Trent could have went the other way. Trent could have done an ascending contract if he really wanted to keep Powell. He could have went like 20, 30, 35, right? If he wanted him that bad. Sometimes it is what it is, right?
And then gets just lambasted in general chat for an awful contract, right?
Well, because he made the correct move to not give him that contract, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right? He made the right move. And like I said last night, he fucking signed Jeff Edelman, who's super underrated, and is doing better than Powell anyway. Like, Jeff Edelman's on pace for 5 WAR. easily replacing what Powell gave him. So I don't think there's anything much to cry about losing Powell, honestly. Anyway, this team looks pretty much identical, right? I think they might have a couple new pitchers. Their rotation looks very, very good. Dax Moore's still kicking around. Yeah, pretty good year last year. Yeah, this rotation actually looks mighty, mighty good. When your pitcher is Timothy Hollett, holy shit.
Lundqvist is kind of dying.
Yeah, that's a bit sussy. When was his contract? This was signed okay, this was an old contract that he signed in 2050. So last year of his deal, he's only 29 though. Why is he dying?
He's been around forever.
Holy fuck, he dropped from he got 25, man, from 65 to 55 stuff, and from 70 to 55 movement. He lost 5 control. This might be the biggest 25er I've ever seen that we've looked at so far. That's nutty. I mean, he's still good though. Look what he's done.
Yeah,
Full year on 25 last year, he did exactly what he did the year before, even better. So he's a good pitcher.
I said dying, not dead.
Okay, fair enough. Dad.
God damn my cat.
This might be the deepest rotation we've seen, right? Save for Seattle, of course. I mean, the 1-2 aren't elite. Okay, well, we'll pretend the 1-2 is Moore and Paulson, obviously. Paulson wasn't even that good last year in a full year, though. He only got a WAR and a half with a record low BABIP. Maybe I'm wrong.
Sorry,
but...
I had to step away. My cat took my remote. I don't know why this cat likes my remote, but she walks around with it in her mouth. I had to go get it, so sorry.
Yeah,
Who were we talking about?
I was just talking about the White Sox rotation being pretty deep. There's pretty much no bad pitcher in this rotation whatsoever. They're all
good
pitchers.
It's very good. It's very good. I mean, sexy bars, but I mean, kind of underperforming so far.
A little bit, yeah. I was just gonna say that. Yeah, the bullpen looks. Damn, Frank Corson. This is part of the deal too for Hayden Nelson. Fucking love this guy on my team right now too. Fuck you, AJ. Anyway, yeah, the pitching is a strength of this team, but you know what? I like the lineup too. How can you not like a lineup with Ferguson in it? Spicer. Wait a minute. I kind of not a huge fan of the construction of this lineup though. Get Powell leading off, but shouldn't Spicer be a little higher with ADI? I guess he's got this guy Alcorta, who's also he's got insane highs on this team.
Like
yeah, batting fifth behind Ferguson.
Like
yeah, this Alcorta guy probably. I don't know. Yeah, this is like a first world problem with guys with big eyes, right? Even the Sevilla guy has 60 eye. Like I guess this team walked more than anybody last year by a mile, and they're going to do the same thing. So.
Yeah,
playing into the walks.
It's like he's got 3 of the same style guys, but they're like you got 2 of them at the top and 1 in the middle of the lineup. It's weird.
Well, I think it's, you know what? I think I take it back because it's almost like he split his lineup in half, right? Like you got speed, eye, power, but also can hit, and then big power, and then it's kind of resets and does the same thing.
This is what I would do if I'm not putting Spicer batting 5th. I'd bet him 9th.
That's fair.
So that when it wraps around, you get all your speed on base guys all right after each other.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and criticize his lineup construction that much. He obviously knows what the fuck he's doing.
Well, we have to find something.
Yeah, okay. I guess, but this is a super solid team, and honestly, this looks like a 90+ win team to me. I mean, I know they shit the bed early last year, so that their win total was kind of deflated, but on paper, this looks like a 90+ win team to me, man. This team looks better than my team for sure, and I'm slated in for 85, so.
Well, my thing is, and it looks very good, but there seems to be trends with them getting off to bad starts. So that's concerning. Is like as well as it looks, like they're 11-13 right now. So they're kind of off to a bad start again. So
Yeah, not the best start.
I'm just
Not as bad as
wondering.
last year, but
See, like you're not every like if you're off to a bad start, like what if your team doesn't win 25 out of 30, to end the year, you know?
I don't
So
know.
I don't know
I
where
don't worry too much about the first month, but yeah, it's been a month now, and 11-13 is, I'm certain, not where he wanted to be. So
right, right, and then I gotta believe he's not going to be expecting to play 800 baseball in September again.
no,
So
obviously not. So,
so and I
but a lot
gotta
of his
believe that the
guys, like,
Cardinals
you don't expect
aren't
guys
going to
like this
play
to,
100 baseball in September.
like, this
So
guy's he's getting BABIP. Like, who else? His pitchers seem to be getting slightly unlucky. Well, Ben Paulson, I might be a Ben Paulson hater. I don't I don't think he's got it, man. Like
I mean
last
the
year
bars
was,
are
yeah, the
I
bars are
mean the
beautiful,
bars are
but I
pretty
mean,
sexy,
he's got
but
a low ass BABIP, which is really saving him from not being good, honestly. So I don't know. I'm not a believer. I will say I'm not a believer yet. I'm not a hater, but not a believer.
yeah. I mean until he's hot garbage, I'll just be enamored with the bars. So
Exactly. Okay, yeah, good team. Don't know how good they're going to be in comparison to other teams yet, because we've got to move along and now look at St. Louis, right?
Cardinals. Yep.
Cardinals won 85 games, only two teams above
So
500 last year.
so Steve did some weird shit again this offseason and moved some players. No,
Go
I'm
on,
serious.
preach, brother. No,
Like,
I'm serious. I'm seriously preach.
cause like he traded some guys you wouldn't have thought he would have traded, like Rosendorf. Like I don't know. Like I'm just saying, like he made some weird trades. Like he was crying about pitching and then was trading pitching away. So and then signed to Botson and you know
Yeah,
just
I don't know what he's doing, but it's working. That's the thing.
yeah. I mean he's 17-7. So
Yep.
um and he's
This lineup
got
is, or the rotation is arguably better than Chicago's, which is already quite good in my opinion. Like Shoop, lefty. Oh my God, lefty extreme ground baller. Fucking sign me up, bro. Balboa looks
yeah,
good. He
Shoop,
was pretty good
Shoop
last
looks
year.
really good.
Minks. Wait, is he batting Minks this year though? Right, because Minks still has good batting bars, right, bro? Bro, give him a chance. Okay, look at Ethan Minks' pitching splits though. Holy fucking shit. This might be the worst I've ever seen. This dude gets like absolutely myrtleated lefty versus righty. That's crazy. But I mean, look at his. Okay, I gotta be able to set him to. What is he, like second base or something, right?
Yeah, second
Like,
baseman.
bro, how do you not give this man a chance to slap the ball around? I mean, I guess when your lineup's deep, right? That's the thing about it. Oh, I put him at third base, whatever. Maybe he's worried about injuries or something, but I don't know. I would be so fucking tempted to give this guy a chance to hit the ball, man.
I know this isn't going to be a hot take, but is this the best young pitching staff that we've seen in the league? These guys are all really, really young, outside of Minks,
Minks is
Balboa,
32.
Shoot,
Yeah, Ibbinson's
and Nate.
33.
Wait, here we go. Is it Nape or Nap?
Nape. Yeah, Nape.
Nape?
Wait, his nickname is Cooch. Hello.
Cooch? Yes.
Wyatt Cooch Nape. I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
I'm just saying, like, those three might be the best three young starters in the league.
Look at his bullpen, bro. Look at his bullpen. It's the first three guys in his bullpen are like, ooh.
Yeah.
Mommy.
This is a very good looking. Now you see why he's trading away like a
holy
couple of
fuck,
pitchers.
Mal Tanner? Yeah. Wow. This is probably the best bullpen we've seen. It's got to be top three. It's got to be. I don't even know, man, honestly. Good thing they're terrible. They're 12th in ERA, but on paper they look good. Not living up to it at all yet.
Yeah, and the lineup is, if Bobby Grimm is in the lineup, it looks okay. If Bobby Grimm is not in the lineup,
Grimm. He lost Grimm and Thomas Barraza, so it's going to be a tough few weeks for him here.
Grimm is day to day, like.
Oh, well then what's he? Moderate. Well, but he's moderate throwing though. You have to take him. You have to DH him if you're going to play him.
Or you DH him.
Moderate throwing means he can't play short, so yeah, you're
Well,
gonna.
then
But
you
I mean,
DH him, and
I think
I'm
so.
just
Yeah.
saying, like I'm not taking him out of my lineup. He's not going on the DL.
Yeah, I would hope not. So,
You
yeah,
DH him, and
this. Oh man, this team
does he
does
have
look
another
better.
shortstop?
I don't know who's his backup shortstop. Valenzuela. No,
Oh no,
this
no,
guy
nope,
cannot
you
play
can't.
short.
Nope, you
But
can't. You
can Rick
can't play him.
Shelley play short? Okay, Rick Shelley could probably play short in a pinch, but he wouldn't be very good. But
He doesn't have
wait,
a
oh wait,
shortstop.
he has
Play.
Hale. Thomas Hale is probably going to man shortstop, which is a bit rough. But regardless, he's got a good team anyway. Like the rest of the guys around him, I kind of don't like his lineup as much as the White Sox, but I definitely like his pitching. I think the rotation's a touch above. The bullpen can't be this bad all year, right? It just can't. Like some of these guys look so fucking good. Like, okay, J.J. Jones looks like they're all starters
Well, I
too.
think
Look at
J.J.
this.
Jones was hurt and he just came back
Oh, okay.
because I believe he was just talking about him.
Like
So
Mal Tanner, there's no way these guys are gonna stay this bad with these bars. You'd think, right? Oh,
I
he's
mean,
got two bats in AAA that he's gonna potentially bring out call up day.
well,
Oh,
to
mommy, look at Greg Dawson.
so to quote
Nice.
Steve, we don't know what a good pitcher looks like anymore. So
True. Well, he's got Leighton
who are
Whaley on a rehab assignment, so.
who are we looking at? Did you say somebody in the minors?
Greg Dawson's in AAA right now. He said he has two bats in AA, but Greg Dawson definitely looks like the biggest candidate to come up. I don't know
Yeah,
who the hell
he's
he
coming
must
up
have
at
been. He must have been AAA. Yeah, the farm
Rodriguez.
actually. I don't know. Oh, he meant AAA. He's okay. Yeah, no. Greg Dawson is one of the guys, and probably this. Yeah, it's got to be this Robbie Rodriguez guy, right? Wait, this guy can play sec. He can play the infield too. Yeah, I like this team.
Yeah,
I like what Steve's done with
yeah,
his team.
I like this team now, and I like this team in 4 years.
Same.
Shit.
Yep. This team looks like it's young. I thought the window seems like it only opened up 2 or 3 years ago, but it's nowhere. It seems like it's opened up even more, right? Like this. Maybe the
Yeah,
lineup's a
and
touch worse with some of the trades, but the
he's
pitching
got
looks
money
great.
coming off the books like crazy. So
Really? Well, that might be
yeah,
scary, right? He's losing his catcher, Paco. Perez kind of sucks. Yeah, Ethan Minks is the big guy, right?
yeah,
Well,
Minks and well,
he's not been amazing. He's
Botson
32. Yeah. Got Grimm locked up for 3 more years. The rest of the guys are all down here, about to hit ARB in a couple of years. So yeah, the future is still as bright as it's ever been for St. Louis, in my opinion. Probably gonna slug it out with the White Sox for first again.
um, I, if this team does not have a shitty 6 weeks, this team
Yeah,
wins the division. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, AJ's team looks good. This team is, I think, is better.
I think we're
They
gonna
should
see
have won
them
the division
both around
last
like
year.
92-ish wins somewhere in there and just slugging it out for the
So
division win.
didn't the Cardinals beat the White Sox in the playoffs? Because it was all division matchups in the playoffs, right? In the West, right?
I want to say yeah. Yeah, and they
So,
were the lower seed too. Yeah. Oh no,
so
Cards beat
the
the White
proof,
Sox. Yeah.
the proof was in the pudding there when the Cardinals beat the White Sox in the playoffs.
Yeah, there you
Because
go.
the Cardinals were probably the better team last year. 100% were. They had a shitty 6 weeks, okay? And the White Sox
Fair
got
enough.
uber hot and
Ooh,
overtook them.
uba,
I think the Cardinals are hands down better. So,
uba hot. Yeah, Animal Gabe's
and
gonna
I
bring up.
said this
Yeah,
I said this on our last pod.
yeah.
Steve, he's not doing dumb shit anymore. It may look dumb at times, but it's not dumb. Okay? Steve used to do some dumb shit.
Well, he clearly knows what
That
the fuck
Steve is
he's doing
gone.
because his team looks pretty good,
Yeah. Like
and it looks like
this
it's not
is
gonna get bad anytime soon. So that's the good thing.
this is good jamming by Steve.
Oh boy, here we go, buddy. I'm sure what everybody's been waiting for, and I'm sure you've been waiting for it. The
The
94
Cubs,
win predicted Kansas City Royals are up
well,
next.
it's easy to do that when you've probably got the best young stud in the league.
This is the
So
number one player in our league, right? I don't.
it's Hadley
It has
Smart,
to be, right?
right? It has to
I
be.
wonder what the
He's
game says. The game says Atlas Elra. Okay, the game has him at number 2. I disagree.
I will
Yeah.
disagree with that. I think positional
He's
value
a tier above
matters.
all these guys. Center fielder, like all these guys,
Yeah.
first base. Probably should be it. Well, he's a second baseman, so yeah, dude. This is if we kill the league and we're starting over and doing a fantasy draft, this guy is getting picked 1-1, hands fucking down by 99.9% of people, no doubt. And he's on pace for 16 WAR. God
Okay.
damn.
Okay. Hold on. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm trying to come up with somebody else just to say yes, I agree with that.
Go ahead, take a look at the top 20 players and tell me who you pick over.
I'm thinking of, is there somebody I would take over Hadley Smart?
If you say
Maybe
anybody
Jacob
else's
Cole,
name.
maybe Jacob Cole.
No! He's making $30 million and he's worse. Oh my god, you're fired. You're never allowed on any podcast again.
I'm just coming up with names. I'm not saying I would take. I said
No!
maybe.
You're not allowed. Although, ironically, there could be a case made for Sam Everhart because he's just literally money nonstop. But, bro, everybody's taking Hadley Smart. Come on.
What about Romano from the Expos?
No. Nope. Nope.
I'm just trying to come up with.
Okay, maybe. Okay, batters. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're wasting time.
I know.
This guy's sick.
Look,
I am jealous. This was a great trade up.
Smart would be the 1-1. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just coming up with, is there other guys that are in the conversation?
So you're just kind of contradicting me. Okay. Wait, this guy wants to be a cleanup hitter. That's kind of funny when he should probably be the number 3 hitter. So, great trade up by Matt to get this guy. He literally looks better every fucking. Look at this. Oh, you can see Dev Labs in the history. Look at this. Outstandingly completed training to improve his plate discipline at the Kansas City Royals Development Complex. So there you go. Successful dev lab helping out plate discipline is I, right? So, or is that a void K's? I can't remember. I think it's I. But holy shit, this guy looks insane. Now the question is, what the hell does the rest of the team look like? 94 wins prediction. Holy shit, he actually has specs too. He actually has like he has a couple. Yeah, he has Connor Fitzgerald is technically a spec. Oren Baker is a spec. Like I'm just saying, he usually has. Okay, these guys are usually usually orange and red.
Look! Is Connor Fitzgerald a real spec?
Yes.
Is this a guy that you want as a spec?
I mean, no, but he's still a prospect. But usually it's red and yellow here, or red and orange. So I'm happy to see.
Actually,
okay.
No, the Preston. Yeah, whatever his last name is. That's a prospect. Even though he's only 45. That's
you don't know how to say this guy's name? Shame on you. Yanovolkia.
Yeah, exactly.
From Shoreview, Minnesota. Preston. That Ukrainian fucking.
That guy is a decent looking spec.
Yeah, I like that guy. Yeah, there's a lot of these kind of specs in the game, eh? 45 spec, but yeah. The game doesn't ironically doesn't like the power and eye anymore in the overall. Anyway, we're going off on tangents. We're looking at the Royals team itself, and what do you think?
By the way, Joshua Massengill is a Royal again.
Oh shit! No way.
He's in the minor leagues.
Oh, you baited me.
If there was one guy who has cornered the fucking market on former Sky guys in the AAA roster, besides AJ, it's fucking Casey Matt. He signs everybody to minor league deals. Look, Tanaka, Pena, Massengill.
Wait, Tanaka's here?
Yeah.
Where's Kevin Tanaka?
He might have the best AAA roster in the fucking league.
Yeah, I didn't predict that we would start talking about his minor leagues. Not gonna lie.
Because you made me click on the prospects.
Oh, okay,
so,
that's fair.
This lineup
looks pretty good. He's got Clemente Simpson on this team, the trade from Milwaukee. That was a great get. Christian Gibbs. He's got Dominique. He's got Smart leading off. How do you feel about that? I feel like I would bat this guy at second or third, not lead off, but
I
I,
don't have a problem with it. He looks like he looks like a leadoff. I would bat him leadoff. Unless I
you
had a
think so?
second guy, but yeah.
I mean, this is a
Um,
guy who can knock runs in though too. He's got 50 power, like 50 power. He's got 70 contact. But, like I would want this guy second and have somebody he can knock. You think he's gonna fucking score Isaiah Crudup that many times or knock
if
him in? I don't
Crudup
think
can
so.
get on
So
base,
Crudup sucks.
I
This is
said
probably
if
the
he
worst
gets on
player.
base.
That's right.
Are you
That's right.
listening? I said if.
I don't want to listen to you anymore. Yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple holes here. Like Nicky Rao is, he's all right, I
Crudup,
guess. But yeah.
yeah. Um, if he could find just another trade,
Oh, I see why he
I
needs
would
a
love
third
to line
baseman
up
and a second
more.
baseman now.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why he's
I would
looking because he
love,
wants to put
man,
Dominic back at second. Yeah, I see what happened.
and it can't, don't put it past Matt, dude. He will find a trade.
I'm sure he will.
Um,
I'm sure he's been looking and offering guys, and I'm sure guys are asking him
oh, I know.
for the
Like I
world. So.
got a DM from him right in the middle of the pod.
Oh, did you? About what, gaming or
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
See,
He asked
the
about a
man
player.
never
I said,
rests. Yeah.
yeah.
The bullpen is okay. It gets a little sussy at the end, but well, maybe not. It's no worse than most of the pens we've seen. It seems pretty average-ish.
So this team
What
will
about the
go as
starters?
far as Cordell goes. Because if Cordell gets hurt, I think they're
What?
toast. If
Bro,
Cordell gets hurt,
are you drunk? Look at the next
um,
pitchers down. Look at Manzanares. He looks
yeah,
good. Oral Ayers, he looks fine. EJ Rombo, like he had 6 WAR last year. What are you talking about, bro? Zweifel had 4 WAR last year. I don't think the pitching lives and dies with Alex Cordell.
okay, maybe I misspoke. I didn't click
Okay,
on these
good.
other fucking guys.
Scared me for a second. I thought you were losing your touch here.
No, okay, Rombo's pretty good, but again, um,
But
I
I
don't
do agree
think
with you.
these
Cordell
are.
will be a big piece of the puzzle if he stays healthy, right? So,
That's kind of what I'm getting at. Is that I don't think Rombo's a number one. I think he's a number
yeah,
2, 3.
yeah,
Oral
probably.
Ayers, while is kind of the same. Man, he's a 70 overall. What the fuck?
This is the King Vandy profile I call it because this is the Vandy, but this is
Um,
like the top end of it. So this guy should be great.
I kind of worry about the bullpen a little bit when
Yeah, a touch. Yeah.
uh, he's got the closer who's got the Vandy profile.
Oh, Cutway. Yeah,
Um,
fuck that guy. By the way, I cut him like the last year
um,
before we swapped, and he's
Brian Riley was a pretty good signing.
yeah. This was
From
a
I
great
believe he
signing. I
was,
thought
yeah.
70 control is the
Um,
real deal, man. If it's real,
but
right?
I just again we say this for every team or almost every team. Like this bullpen, I think you're gonna worry about it. So
Yeah, well, there's some holes, but I think if you could manage around it, right, depending on the situation, and hope the AI doesn't fuck you over, because I think the core of it's good enough, considering the
yeah.
starting rotation he has. Now the question is Hadley Smart enough to carry this team above St. Louis and Chicago?
No, no. I think you could probably jump the White Sox. I don't think you're jumping the Cardinals. Um,
I can live with that actually. I could see them mixing it up with.
Now
Well, I mean, I
don't
said that I
think
liked them the same though. I don't know.
I don't think the Cardinals are 10 games above these other teams. It's no more than 5 games. They're 5 games better, but it's nothing.
You know
You
what?
know,
I'm
they're not
not.
going to run
I'm
away with
gonna
the division.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna fucking say it. You can't stop me. I'm a believer. This team has a couple holes, but if anybody in the league can fill a hole in their team, it's Matt. He will find guys once free agents are tradable here in 2 Sims. This dude will find the guys he needs, and I think he's gonna hang. I think it's gonna be very, very interesting. If Cordell stays healthy, this 5 looks like we've seen some good rotations here in the Central, which is I am shocked. I did not think they were this good, so I'm gonna be kind of
Damn
excited
it,
to watch this
Ryan!
division.
Stop making sense.
I know.
We're,
I'm
we're
on the
talking
train,
about the
man.
Royals. We're talking
Put
about
me
the
on the
Royals.
Royals bandwagon.
Fuck,
I'm kind of a
you're
believer.
turning me into a believer now.
Ah, I
Damn
have a
it.
way with the words. Yeah, we'll see.
Trent, the
I
Royals are good.
I got a feeling,
What?
man. Hey, we're in the wacky universe. Zach won an SCS, baby. Anything's up for grabs at this point.
Is Casey Matt next? I don't know
Oh my God,
what.
could you imagine?
I,
Lord, the
I
league
don't
might
know if
implode.
this league could handle it. Like,
With Zach
they're
and Casey Matt having an SCS, I think we actually would have to start the league over.
fuck. Like it's crazy. All right.
I love to see it
Who's
though.
next?
Man has a plan and it's coming to fruition. Next is probably going to be Houston, I imagine. Because I know Texas and the
And
Cubbies are not.
they've fallen on hard times.
Yeah, kind of sad. They were good for like 85, 90 wins for quite a while there,
They
and then
they were really good for like what, like
yeah, like a
4 or 5
decade at
year
least.
stretch.
I
And
think more
it's
than that.
hey,
Yeah,
the circle of life.
that's true actually. Yeah, no, they're like okay. Here's their win total from 2048 to 52: 95, 97, 103, 98, 87. Like I said 85 to 90, they were fucking good. Before that, even 86, 83, 96. Like for a decade straight, they were a damn good team and a shoe in for the top. And I think, yeah, the bill is kind of coming due, right? I think
Yeah,
they're turning the corner on rebuild time.
yeah, I think their team is getting older. I think they left. Obviously, they let Alvarez go. Uh,
Yep.
Burkhart
Burkhardt
left.
go. Yep.
Yeah. Crosby retired.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so I'm just saying it's the circle. This is the circle life team. Every year, you find one team that they were a contender. I thought at one time they were a legit SCS team.
I mean, I
Um,
think they were, honestly. Like they had
yeah,
some
and
very
they
good
just had some
teams.
bad luck in the playoffs.
Yep.
And or maybe they ran into the Mariners or they ran into the Angels or
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
they
But
probably ran into the Mariners. This is right, yeah.
yeah, no,
Fuck
but
the Mariners.
this team has if he's gonna if this is what he's decided, like there are pieces to move here.
Agreed.
Um,
Yeah, yeah. There's actually definitely movable pieces. Like he actually has Darren McKenzie on the block. Like Hunter Halonen is probably I don't know if he's dead or not. Probably the
I
Steve
don't
Lee can
know
probably
if
fetch him a decent chunk.
if this pitcher is good in 25 though,
Who?
because
Steve Lee?
Halonen, no,
Oh, Hunter
Halonen.
Halonen. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
I don't
Well,
think this
the
pitcher is
control
good
is
in
scary.
25. He
Righty
should be
side over
good,
fly
but
baller,
he's
but
not.
probably not. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know.
Um,
There's some young kids on this team
Beauregard,
that don't look terrible, honestly.
yeah.
I just don't think
Actually,
it's
I
enough.
think the best piece is Beauregard because I think that is a good pitcher in 25.
I mean, he pitched 150 innings last year and he wasn't, excuse me, particularly great. Fly ball pitcher,
Well,
only
well,
55 movement. He's got the trifecta of shittiness and the personality. I
okay.
could see
Well,
this. I
Ryan,
could
I
see
don't know
this
what a
guy
good pitcher
dying, and
is.
I could see this guy
I don't know what
dying in a
a
year or
good
two.
pitcher is.
Neither do
But
I. We're just pontificating, bro. I don't know. I think this is the perfect time for this team to rebuild because St. Louis is really good. Chicago is always really good. KC is surging. Texas is probably going to be
yeah,
good in 2 years. I think this is the perfect time to just fucking nuke your team and chill for a few seasons and build that farm up, man.
yeah.
And by the way, Sterling is the low key king of trading down in drafts for like five
Absolutely.
years in a
Yep.
row. That's what led to
He just
his 10-year run is for like 5 years before that he traded down. He traded down. He traded down. Then the 45 draft came and he fucking loaded up on talent and he was good for a decade. So he's the king of
he
that shit.
he
So I believe in his ability to rebuild.
he actually has a catcher who I think is pretty good looking, and that's Alcantara. Um, I think this
Is
is
it
a pretty good catcher.
Alcantara?
And
Oh, Lucas Alcantara. Yeah. Hello. A lot of guys would love this
some
guy. Oh, we're losing, yeah. We have fully lost Jason. Hopefully his computer didn't die or his cat didn't do something. Oh, he's coming back. He's on life support. Meep. Meep. Jason. Houston to Jason. Literally Houston to Jason. Houston to Jason. I'm just going to move on without him until he comes back, but I think we're finally in agreement on the team. Holy shit. This team should probably give it the old heave-ho and start over. He's popping up every once in a while. What the hell is going on? All right, I'm going to move on without him. We only have 2 teams left, so I have to do them solo. That's fine. If we come back, Jason, just yell at me.
The Texas.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Fucking Wi-Fi, dude.
There you go. Yeah, you're sounding good now. I said was we agreed on Houston's trajectory, and we are moving on to the Rangers. The Rangers who have been stacking up the farm. Oh, I think I lost him again.
No, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Yep, yeah, there you go.
I was clicking over, so.
Okay, cool. I'm not sure.
I'm also watching my Wi-Fi bars, and yeah, it's fluctuating. So.
Blame the cat. I'm not sure how good the Major League team looks yet. I'm not sure what kind of kids he call. Well, okay, he's got some bros up for sure. Michael Talley gives me a tally in my pants. He's already a fan favorite too.
Wow, who is that?
Dude, I noticed something about 25. They give when you bring up a young spec and he's good, the fans love him. Like this RJ Thomas guy on my team, already extremely popular. Literally played 50 games for the big league team.
Because fuck.
Tell me about it. 6th round pick from 2049. Hello. 75 range, 70 center field, adaptability, work ethic, can run. Hot diggity damn, I would love this guy on my team.
There's some
good young players.
Then there's some crap. But
yeah, there's some fillers still. Stanley Gamble is up. Yep. You know who this guy looks like? This guy looks like Sean Ferguson, which means he probably is going to be pretty fucking good.
Well, he's on pace for 5 WAR, so that's pretty good.
Well, he got 5 WAR last year, actually. Yeah, so that's a nice player.
He looks pretty good.
Yeah, there's definitely some holes at the bottom, so I'll be very interested to see if he's just waiting for the next round of guys, or if he's got some like trades in the works or whatever. The rotation is fucking Axel Lloyd. It's the Axel Lloyd show, and literally that's it. The rest of them are, I mean, never mind. Theo Lord's on pace for 6 WAR. I hate it so much.
Yeah, but Jesus, he does not look like a good. Actually, did he trade him from the Blue Jays? But Amin got him from the Rangers, I believe.
Yes. Well, we can find out.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
He was an original pick by the Rangers and then was traded to Toronto.
You're right, yeah. Part of the Rubio Martin deal. That's right.
Yeah.
That was KC, or that was that Texas Matt? I don't think so.
No, it was not. I don't think it was Texas Matt.
No, I think so either.
Texas Matt has been gone for a while.
Yeah, he's been gone for like 5 seasons now, so.
I know my Jays, so, you know.
Yeah, the pitching is still scary. Although Spencer Murphy looks like a pretty nice little pitcher.
Nice closer, yeah.
Although I have a big problem with him. 89 to 91. I don't know about that, bro. That's fucking pretty slow.
Soft tosser.
I know he's a ground baller, but and he's a lefty. That's pretty slow, man. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, the team has some holes to fill, but I bet some pretty good money that he's got some bros in the works ready to make the jump soon. Well, Hugo Busso is just biding his time till call-up day. Damn, son. But this guy's a DH and nothing else. That's the sad thing.
Actually, I'm a little disappointed with the farm. I don't outside of Busso, what else is there?
This Thomas Shear guy looks like he's going to be
Yeah,
a good pitcher. 76
Thomas
spec.
Shear looks okay. Yeah.
He looks like he's going to be a pretty decent guy.
I'm not seeing
Hollandshorst
it. I'm
looks
not seeing the high
okay.
end guy.
Yeah, you're right.
So
The high end guys are still too young, right? Dominic Richards, Gardner, Medeiros. I mean, he's got some help, but I don't know if it's enough to push him over the edge. Definitely not in this division yet, right? I do like this Sagayadoro. Sagayadoro! He looks okay. Is he a
yeah,
lefty?
well,
Looks like a
you know,
strong side platoon guy. Yeah, maybe
Sam's
not.
kind of new, right? So I mean, we'll see what happens.
He's a wheeler
I don't
dealer
think
though,
they're
I
going to
think,
be
isn't he?
good this year. I don't know about next year, but you
I would
know,
say they're not going to be good
I can
only
see some
because the
growth.
division's so strong. Like it's if
I
Texas was in
but
my
I can see
division,
some
I could
growth.
see them finishing third, man.
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
Well,
Their rotation is shit. Never mind. I take it back. Their rotation is real
eventually,
bad.
when the Royals implode upon themselves, so, but I can
Yeah.
see some growth here
Oh yeah,
eventually.
definitely. It's the beginning. The seeds have been planting, and they're starting to sprout. And for what I've seen of his drafting skills, this team is probably going to be pretty fucking good in about 3 years.
Well, I mean, he did take the shortstop who can't hit a baseball at the what was it, the 1-2,
Oh my God,
right?
who's that? Who's that?
He took the 80 the elite defensive shortstop who probably
This guy?
is struggling.
Chevy
He's like a Ty
Valdez?
Moss guy. He's
Yeah.
basically Ty Moss.
If the hitting bars come in, he's way better than Ty Moss.
Well, that's an if.
Okay, you know what? I want to show you a guy who was drafted near the top. His name's Nick Burkhardt, and okay, he wasn't as good as I thought he was, but he was in the league. Wow, he was fucking terrible with the bat. Okay, maybe I'm shooting myself
Oh,
in the
did you say
foot.
fucking? Okay, hold on a second.
But
I'm
he
gonna
was
quote you on this.
drafted.
You
Wait,
say
he was drafted
fucking
19th? Who am I thinking
terrible.
of then?
You said
I must be
fucking
thinking of.
terrible.
Yeah, I must be thinking of Nicky Alvarez because he was drafted high, wasn't he?
Nicky Alvarez
Nope.
plays outfield.
I'm thinking of somebody completely different then. I don't know who I'm thinking of. All right. Okay. You may be onto something. I don't hate it because if the hitting bars get in, this guy should be nasty. Like 80 shortstop. He's already a 70 at 19 years old.
Okay,
Defense.
is this guy the 1-2 though, or 1-2
Yeah.
or 1-3, whoever the fuck it was?
Probably not. Well, it's a bit
I'm
due
not.
to the
And
draft.
by the
It's a
way,
bit because of the draft class too, right? The draft class is
hold
weak.
on a
So.
second. He traded up to get him. He gave up his
Ooh.
second round pick and moved up.
To go from what? To
So
go from what?
I don't know, 9, 8 or 9 or
1-6 or
something.
I guess I can look right now. I got
I
the
don't know.
draft.
I'm just saying.
He moved from
I never fucking do that
one from
because
he moved
I don't
from
think
1-6 to 1-2.
not for that guy.
Okay, well, I don't know. Yeah, you might have a
Not for that
case.
guy.
You might have a case. Unfortunately, I thought his draft picks were pretty good. That you do have a case that that's
I'm
maybe
not
a bit
disagreeing
of a
that
reacher.
the player is going to be good, but I don't think the player is worth giving up a second round pick and then using the 1-2 or 1-3 on him. That's my thing, is the value. I don't
Yeah,
think
Steve's
the value
DMing me saying, "Look at Grimm's bar and look at Chevy. If he comes in, he's the best shortstop in the league." Yeah, I think if he hits his hitting bars and they are like all 50s, yeah, I think you're looking at like 80 WRC plus, but like super omega 25 ZR shortstop. Why do I keep going back to my team by accident? Okay, where do you think this team is? This team's
I think
a
they're
notch below the other
probably.
three.
Yeah,
Are they
I
better
think
than
they're.
Houston?
Yes. Yes. There's more talent on this team.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the young
This team
talent
has
probably
talent,
pushes them above it.
has
Yeah,
emerging young players on the team. So
yeah.
yes, they're going to be better than Houston.
Okay,
So
I agree with that. All right, finally, everybody's favorite Jeff,
and
the
what
Chicago
in the
Cubs.
fuck is Jeff doing?
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing, Jeff? That's obligatory. We have to do that every year. My old stomping grounds, although I haven't been the GM of the Cubs since 2029. You know that? I was only the GM of the Cubs for 17 seasons. I've been the GM of the Cascades for 24 seasons now. God, we're old.
I think that Jeff is finally acknowledging he probably has to rebuild, and that's what he's doing. Because
Yeah,
I
I
know
think
he moved
it's
a bunch of dudes. I
yeah.
don't think he can move waters. I just think that contract. No, actually, he's expiring now.
Yeah, he's expiring. He's
So,
movable for sure.
um,
Yeah, it's time. The division is so good right now. Same reason as Houston. It's if you don't got the goods to compete with those three, you can't struggle, man. Like it's you have to just nuke it and go.
um,
Right? You got Otano looks good. He's tradable. He's tradable probably right now. Right? He's a free agent. Like these guys are gonna get you the most value. While Waters is starting off shitty, but still.
and if I was Jeff, Vargas would be on the block.
Tilson
Um,
Vargas. I mean, yeah, you can't keep this guy, right? He'll
okay,
be too old in
this
your
guy,
window.
this guy will net you the world. He's 23.
I
He's
disagree.
23.
I disagree
You don't think a
because
23-year-old this guy is a pretty good starter? He's 23. He's cheap.
pretty good, sure. Not a world getter or whatever because
You
he
don't think
pitched
this
almost
guy will fetch you two firsts,
no,
2 seconds, and whatever else you want
not
in
a
this league?
chance. No, this guy might get you a first plus. This guy will get you a first plus, maybe a decent spec. And the reason is everybody's going to point to last year where he pitched a full year and he was not good. He was not good at all. He gave up 1.4 homers as a fucking 60 movement ground baller worth almost -3 WPA
In
to his
his
team. He wasn't good.
rookie year.
Nope, not good. Although he is only going to be 24 this year, so would somebody pay 2 firsts and 2 seconds? Dude, I gave up 2 firsts and 2 seconds for Ian Holby. There's no fucking earthly way somebody's giving that up for this guy. I could see him going for a first and a second, but I think a first plus is probably this guy's value because he's just not good yet. This might be a guy you hold on to this year to see if he puts up an elite year, right? You can't sell him now. He's not good enough.
I'm just saying, is that if you're going to burn this fucker down,
well, this guy,
like,
yeah, he
this
should go.
guy, no, and I'm saying is that he's running out of assets to move, right? Like I think he can move Waters at the deadline. But after that, and Otano, does he have anything else? And it's this guy. This guy he nets you the world because
I don't think you get that much for him.
What you need to rebuild, and that is a plethora of draft picks.
The thing is, there's also something to be saying for not stoking yourself into one full draft, right? I don't like fully. I mean, it works, but because we can trade 2 years picks out, but you should never put all your eggs into one draft, right? Because you never know when you're going to end up with a draft that sucks balls,
right.
and then
I know,
stuck rebuilding on nothing.
But it gives your rebuild a supercharge to get.
That's fair. That's fair.
Multiple firsts, or
somebody will probably pay a lot for this guy,
or something. Something like that. Jeff needs that. He needs something.
Honestly, maybe he's worth a little more because he hasn't had a serious injury whatsoever. He's had strep throat and a flu. So that definitely increases his value because a young, super healthy pitcher, probably Iron Man, that's rare in this league. So you're probably right. He's worth more than maybe I'm saying, but I don't think he's going to get you.
You keep saying I'm probably right so many times tonight. It's awesome. I'm just, wow, this is fucking awesome.
I think I've only said it like 3 times. I think you're a liar.
I've counted 17.
7. He keeps track. Okay, bro. All right, let's do what we did last night. That's it. Let's basically pick our 8. We'll pick our 8 guys for the playoffs, and then we didn't do it last year. We should pick who you think.
I think this might be hard because
I think so too. Yeah.
Because I'm surprised. I was surprised at the Royals roster. I was surprised at Oakland's roster.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll go first this time because you went first last night.
The Pacific is a fucking nightmare.
Yep. I mean, the easiest shoe-ins are Seattle, California, St. Louis.
Yep.
For sure. I'm gonna put the White Sox in there. I'm gonna I'm gonna put the Royals in. I'm a Royals believer. That's 5.
Okay, that's 5.
I'm gonna put my team in there. That's 6.
6.
And then God, I can't bet against Craig. So I'm gonna
7.
put LA in 7. Oh man, this is yeah. I gotta do it. I'm gonna put San Diego in there.
Yeah.
San Diego has 8. Not those aren't seeded, but those are just the 8 teams off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
So
No, actually, that might be like the seeds there. I mean, that sounds pretty good. Um, yeah, I like that. I like that list. I don't think Arizona is. I think what hurt Arizona is Evans isn't a number 1 anymore. And if Becker is great, but I think they're on the downturn a little bit. I like Oakland. I think we liked Oakland's roster, but I don't know if they get in. And we're forgetting about Portland, who doesn't look terrible.
Like you could easily take my team out and put Portland or Oakland. Well, maybe I
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean,
it's hard to say, man.
I think I liked your team, but like if you told me that I swapping you out for the Hops, like I wouldn't say no to it, but I don't think it'll happen. It's in the realm of
Wouldn't surprise
possibility.
me.
And again, all of this is contingent on the rosters being the same. If somebody makes a big move, like what if the Diamondbacks make a big move? What if?
Oh yeah, I mean that's always contingent, right? Like somebody makes a big trade,
what if
big splash or something. But
Andy
as
wakes up
the roster sits, we can only go with what we see now. So
yeah. So let's have some fun. Who do you think is in the SCS?
I was just about to say, who do you think makes it out of both sides? We should have done.
I'm gonna say it's Pittsburgh and Vancouver. I mean, what else are we gonna do?
Well, we'll call the dark horse. That's my dark horse. SCS is you and me.
First of all, I can't win any games because I don't know what's going on right now. So
like
9-15
is a big hole.
Good.
That's almost near the bottom of the league.
It's not
so you
good.
have some work to do.
It's not going good.
Okay, so my pick, my safe pick for the SCS is gonna be Toronto. I think you're drunk as fuck for saying they're bad, and I really like their team. And Amin is the pedigree of over anybody to get his team to where it needs to be. So that's my safe pick is Toronto, and out of the West, my safe pick is going to be Cali.
Okay, I'm gonna say the Expos.
Oh,
and I'm going with the Cardinals. I pick the Cardinals
Expos
every fucking year.
Okay,
and I was really pleasantly surprised with the young pitching I seen, and so yeah, and if Grimm is healthy, look out. So
you stole my dark horse pick. So my dark horse pick for the East was Montreal, and in the West, I can't even believe I'm saying this, is going to be KC.
Yeah, I think KC's is a real dark horse.
Yeah, that's my dark horse. The dark horse is my own team because that's just the right thing to do. So.
And in the East, a dark horse. I mean, who did we pick in the playoffs? Are you gonna
say? Do it. Say it. Say his name. Say Trent.
What? Who? What?
Trent. The Phillies.
I didn't pick them in the playoffs.
Oh my God, that's right. You didn't think they were a playoff team. Yeah, I think we both said that they were going to make it.
I think we put Pittsburgh in a bunch of dummies.
I mean, who did we dark horse? I mean, I picked Montreal because I think that them making the SCS would be a little more surprising than the.
You know what?
Jays,
you know what? I'm gonna say Memphis. I'm gonna say Memphis.
Okay. I can get
because they
that.
kind of they got there and they won. Then they've kind of just been kind of mid, and they've lost R.J. Brown, and so they're kind of. I think we like the roster, and they could surprise. So
yeah, I called them Miami Light, I think, right? And yeah,
I mean,
pretty surprising to see them back in the SCS. So
I kind of want to say Atlanta, but I think we know what's going to happen in the playoffs.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I can't. I can't
predict them either. At this point, I don't think it doesn't matter. We could probably delete 8 teams from the East, and he still wouldn't make the SCS because that's just his team is cursed. So. All right. Any final Parting thoughts, sir. We basically went exactly the same amount as last night. Just over 2.5 hours, like 2 hours and
No,
35 minutes. We're consistent, baby.
just a shout out to Zach. Zach, I will get to your pod. It's going to be a couple weeks, so I would like to apologize to Zach. We didn't get it, done before I'm going on a vacation, so just
I
would
mean,
like
if it's
to.
not a joint pod with Rippo, we riot anyway. So
Um, that won't happen. So.
dang. All right,
Nope,
I don't have anything
nope.
to say, except for you guys are all great and keep up the good work, fellas. It's fun as fuck to play in this league. It's sometimes fun to commission, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what my life would be if this league went away. It's
I
it's
know,
scary.
man. I know it's
Like
it's a
like like I think
proportionately
me
large
and my
amount
wife
of my.
would probably have a good relationship. I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh no. Yeah, you did just say that. Holy shit. And that is where we call it. We'll see you guys
All
next
right.
time. Ciao.